of The Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon. KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
ESPN 710, Los Angeles. Sports.
And it is the biggest show on the radio. Mason and Ireland is on for your Wednesday afternoon.
I don't know where these sounds are coming from. Everybody's on my nerves today. Everybody's on my nerves.
Are you going to sit there and just take it?
Let's get to it. Your Wednesday afternoon. Mason and Ireland right now.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Listen, that's how I'm feeling right now.
Oh, we are going to...
I came in here hot.
Before we get into anything with the Lakers or the Dodgers, who are we'll give you live updates. They are playing, I believe, about 5 minutes. Their final game in this series against the Blue Jays begins. They have been dominating their World Series opponent from 2025. All sorts of Hollywood stuff going on that I know caught Emily's attention. Andy Kamenetzky, Ramona Shelburne in for the guys. Momo came into this studio, not just hot, but I say this with love. Yeah. Damn near a hot mess. There was a lot going on for you right now. A lot swirling around
here. And listen, it's all my fault, okay? I have not been wrong. This is all my fault. But I was on the phone having most of the conversations I have are somewhat sensitive, right? So I was like focused on, the conversation and it was a heavy one, right? And I go into Starbucks to pick up my order that I had, and it was a good thing I ordered way in advance because it was a zoo down there. I don't know what's going on downstairs. But I get my Starbucks and I pick up. I had done my hot yoga this morning. I had looked forward to my treat afterwards. I was going to have it to my chocolate cake pop. That's like my little bit of joy in the world. And I grabbed.
Your voice is quivering right now.
And I grabbed the wrong snack bag. It was right next to my drink. And I didn't read on there that said, okay, but this is my apology to Ernesto. I grabbed your cinnamon coffee cake instead of my chocolate cake pop. You can enjoy my chocolate cake pop.
Ernesto, if you're a P1, we truly apologize.
Very sorry. But see, the thing was, it was Ernesto R. So I think that I saw the capital R and I just thought it was mine. And I was on the phone and a little distracted.
R-O backwards.
I mean, yeah, I just saw the R. I just thought it was mine.
And
by the time I got out the door, it was already too late. I'd already touched it, and then I was like, oh no, it's not what I wanted. And I still want my chocolate cake pop. This is what I was thinking about the whole time, all morning, and I can't have it. And then
will one of the interns get Momo a damn cake pop?
Chocolate cake pop, not the birthday cake one.
Come on now.
It's like dark chocolate. It's so good. It's so worth it.
Why is nobody getting Momo her cake pop?
It's okay. And I feel bad because I took his cinnamon coffee cake. He might feel the same way about this.
He may.
Okay, silver lining, though, for Ernesto is he can get something for free.
Yes, true.
Because he can go to Starbucks, hey, I don't have my thing here. I've been waiting for 15 minutes. And then they're like, oh, no, it must have been a mistake. And he gets it for free.
If Ernesto happens to like cake pops, bonus.
Big time.
Great day for Ernesto.
And I'm trying to eat this cinnamon coffee cake. And it's just not what I want.
No. And Momo. That's before we even get to the elevator.
Oh, gosh. Then I'm downstairs in the elevator, and, I'm waiting. I'm ready to go up, and there's, 5 people start running into the elevator. Again, still on the phone with my sensitive conversation. And 5 people come in, and I'm like, okay.
At this point, have you realized that you've got the coffee cake instead of the cake pop?
Yes, I'm already upset. Okay. So then, they start going, oh, hold the door. Let's get 5 more people in here. And I'm sitting here going what is the capacity of this elevator? We're already at 12 people in here. And I just need to go up 1 floor. I need to go be on the air. And also I feel awkward now having this conversation because I'm just closing it out, right? I'm closing out the conversation. We're about to go on the air. And they hold the door for 5 more people to run in. Then they all have to chat about what floor they're going to. And they're blah, 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 blah. Then when my floor opens, nobody moves out of the way. I'm crammed in the back. Excuse me, I need to get out here.
Talent is approaching the studio. There's talent entering the elevator.
I'm already upset that I don't have my cake pop.
There should be a talent elevator, actually.
There really Well, Emily wants this, by the way, because she just wants an elevator that would likely be empty.
Yes, that is just the Emily elevator that I can take in the morning.
Wouldn't you start getting nervous if 12 people ran into your elevator? I'd be like, we're going to get stuck in here.
Mine
Take
was
the next one
this morning too.
Yes,
what's going on?
There's 3 elevators. Just wait for the next one.
And what if
we're taking unnecessary risks here?
And what if somebody can actually decipher the tail end of your conversation, and all of a sudden, this piece that you're working on, sources you're protecting, some rando tweets this thing out. It becomes like a blind item.
It could totally, or they could just be like, oh my gosh, she was just losing her mind in the elevator over this cake pop.
Yeah. I overheard, Ramona Shelburne of ESPN loses her mind because an elevator wasn't open for her. Diva.
Yeah.
And they don't know the whole story.
Excuse me, make way. I had to do that. I was like, excuse me, this is where I get out.
VIP approaching.
So I think the Zen
coming in
morning
hot
didn't help.
Let's get back to my happy hot yoga place.
Were you at hot yoga with
this morning.
Matthew?
No, I haven't seen him in a little while.
Oh, was his spot blown up?
I don't know. I mean, it's always really crowded there. It might have just been a phase. Maybe he's like doing some other kind of training now. He was there for like a good solid 2-3 weeks, and then hasn't been there in the last little bit. I don't know.
You may have to call.
I do keep an eye out.
You may have to call your yoga instructor during the show just to center you, like in between breaks or on air.
Yeah, she's great. She has that name is Maya.
She's like a
just
sensei?
Yeah, she just has this voice.
How does she spell Maya?
Maya.
Okay.
Is there another way?
I mean, there are some more woo-woo ways of spelling Maya, like Maia.
She's like going to be a superstar too. She's like this. She's a dancer. So a lot of the hot yoga teachers are dancers because it's kind of like their side hustle.
Sure.
And they do that to stay in shape too. Like they're all bendy and stuff, and they can do all these poses. And you're like, I don't know how you do that, but they make it look very easy. But she's like this total super. Every single one of her classes are packed. She's like one of those.
Really?
Yeah, because everybody loves her, and she's all this. She's got a little guru quality to her.
Does she have like an Instagram account?
Oh, yeah.
And is she like approaching influencer status? Like
maybe. Let's see how many she has. Let's see. I follow her on Instagram. She's like definitely has a lot. Let's see here. Oh, the yoga one is okay. She has 16,000 Instagram followers.
That is not bad.
Yeah.
That is not bad at all. Good for Maya.
Yeah, she's got a management company. Like she's going to be a big star.
Okay.
She's going to be like
show.
You know what? Maya's not a terrible guest for a day when Momo's in here with Mace, because Mace is a big hot yoga guy. Like,
he is.
All joking aside, we could find an organic way to bring in Maya, the influencer hot yoga instructor.
Yeah.
I see this is working, but are you going to be okay?
I'm going to be fine. I'm getting through it. The cinnamon is just, I'll just focus on breathing through it.
Yeah,
like
should Laker fans try to find their zen? Because right now they're in the middle of a free fall.
It's rough,
Laker fans could all use some chocolate cake pops right now.
I think that would help, actually.
Seriously,
I do think it would help.
It's 12:07. Why has no intern appeared yet with Momo's cake pop? I don't understand this. Like, what kind of operation are we running here? Like, the talent demands a cake pop. Why has this not appeared yet?
I mean, it's, again, as I said at the beginning, it is all my fault. It is my fault that this happened. The world did not wrong me.
If we've learned anything about the world we live in right now, the talent never needs to apologize.
Okay.
The name never needs to apologize for anything.
I
It's
just
always
want to let you know that
fault.
I do have that self-awareness.
No. You have taken responsibility.
Yes.
I'm just saying there's no need.
I feel bad for Ernesto.
Yes.
Although it is kind of the good end of the equation here. You're going to get a free thing.
Yeah. I mean, again, if Ernesto happens to like cake pops, this is the best day of his life.
Yeah. He's not going to know whatever happened to his cinnamon coffee cake.
Again, if he is listening, Ernesto, we apologize.
Somebody tweet him.
Do the Lakers need to apologize? It's a 37-point loss to the Thunder, 123-87.
It was kind of rough. Like, I thought the Thunder would just feel bad for them and take it easy on them.
Well, here's the reason.
That's what I was thinking. That I was like, they really should just. I mean, they took everyone out in the third quarter.
But here's the reason, though, that they couldn't feel sorry for the Lakers entirely. And the Lakers, for those unaware, they were missing Luka, Austin Reaves. Obviously, they're out for TBD time, hopefully back for the playoffs. LeBron, left foot management. I don't know how much of this was it's actually bothering him, how much of this was we ain't going to win this game. So
yeah, that was really smart.
Oh, yeah, I have no issue with it at all. But I'm just saying, with LeBron in this foot, you never know how much of it is column A, how much is column B, how much is both. Mm-hmm. Marcus Smart still not quite back. Jackson Hayes given the night off because of a little bit of left foot. Anybody who's dealing with anything should sit. Problem is the Thunder, as far as any mercy, they need that win yesterday because they're competing for the 1 seed.
They got to win. They can't let the Spurs catch them.
Right.
And I think they have a 2-game lead on the Spurs, but San Antonio has a tiebreaker, so it's really like a 1-game lead.
Right.
So you just can't let your look. I still thought Thunder was going to beat them. I just didn't know if they would do 37 points.
You know what's crazy? The line heading into this game.
What was it?
18.5 points.
Oh, yeah.
Which is, it's enormous if you're the home team, much less the road
any
team.
home team.
They almost doubled it.
Ooh.
I think they did double it. It's 36. They lost by 36, so they almost doubled.
18.5.
They almost
and they lost by 36.
36 points, assuming
well,
my
36.
math is
Yeah. Well, 18.5 would be 37. So
no. I mean the spread of the score. 123 minus 87 is 36.
Okay.
So they lost by 36, but they were missing 4 starters and a key rotation guy in Jackson Hayes. I will say, and we'll get into this a little bit now and also coming up next, there are a couple bright spots in this game that I think do legitimately matter for moving forward. There is also a bit of concern that happened last night that I also think could matter moving forward. So we can get into both of those items also, too, over the course of the next hour. Brian Windhorst, morning show, Windy Wednesdays. He's got some thoughts about the Lakers this offseason, prioritizing LeBron, prioritizing Austin Reaves. We'll get into all that coming up next. Mason in Ireland, Andy Kamenetzky, Ramona Shelburne in for the guys, 710 ESPN.
And it is the 15-minute mark right here on 710 ESPN. On the all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
The 15-minute mark on 710. Fueled by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
You know, in that time it took to hear your favorite takes and all that fun and frivolity, you could be pulling out with a fresh oil change. No waiting, no appointment, just in and out in about 15 minutes. Bam! So you've got more time for what matters. Visit SoCalOilChange.com.
In just 15 minutes, you can boost your vehicle's performance and save money while doing it. Visit SoCalOilChange.com now for value pack coupons and keep your car and your wallet running strong.
The 15-minute mark on 710, made possible by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Los Angeles, your chance to win an Aston Martin is waiting for you at Hard Rock Casino Tajon. Unity by Hard Rock members can receive entries on Thursdays and Saturdays in April for a chance to win a 2026 Aston Martin. Not a member yet? Signing up is easy. Visit casino.hardrock.com/Tajon. That's casino.hardrock.com/Tajon. Or download the Unity by Hard Rock app. Hard Rock Casino Tajon. The easiest drive from downtown LA. Details at casino.hardrock.com/Tajon.
Feel the vibe, the speed, the adrenaline. The Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach roars back April 17th through 19th. It's a pulsating 200-mile-per-hour beach party. 6 races featuring the sleek MTT Indy cars, IMSA sports cars, and more. Saturday night, rock out with Kings of Chaos. Kids 12 and under free with a ticketed adult. Tickets at gplb.com. The Acura Grand Prix, April 17th through 19th. The Long Beach vibe is back.
John Ireland here. You want a vodka that's championship caliber? Look for Blue Ice Vodka at Ralph's, America's largest potato vodka. Double gold rated, just 64 calories an ounce. Classic, huckleberry, or double espresso. Blue Ice Vodka. Vodka with standards.
You're sitting at a red light or stuck in traffic, and your phone lights up. Maybe it's a text, a video call, a new post, or a quick notification you think you can check in a second. It feels harmless, but the truth is, once your eyes leave the road, you're not really driving anymore. And traffic doesn't pause just because you do. That split second of distraction can throw off everything. Your reaction time, your awareness, your ability to avoid someone else's mistake. You could damage your car, injure yourself, or hurt someone you care about. Or you could get pulled over for a reminder that your phone isn't worth the risk. So before you start driving, make it easy on yourself. Put your phone on silent. Toss it in the glove box. Set it to Do Not Disturb. Put the phone away or pay. Paid for by NHTSA.
And it is Mason and Ireland, the OGs of LA Sports Radio.
Like, that's the problem in the world, is there aren't enough happy shows, fun shows.
Mason and Ireland.
710 ESPN.
Oh, come on now.
That's a little on the nose.
Come on now. I realize it's a rough time for the Lakers.
It's a rough time.
123-87 loss last night to the Thunder. The Thunder missing Jalen Williams. The Lakers missing damn near everybody.
Yeah.
If it played out basically as you would expect, Andy Kamenetzky, Ramona Shelburne in for the guys. But I will say, I do think there were a couple silver linings in this game before we get into what may have been troubling and problematic beyond the injury situations that the Lakers are dealing with right now. Luka Doncic, Austin Reaves, Marcus Smart. Luke Kennard, 9 assists against 0 turnovers.
Yeah.
On the heels of 11 assists against just 3 turnovers versus Dallas. So in the last 2 games, he's averaging 10 assists against 1.5 turnovers. This matters because even when Marcus Smart, or I should say, hopefully when Marcus Smart is back, JJ said yesterday that Marcus is trending in the right direction. They expect him to play at some point this week, but I'm also old enough to remember when Kendrick Nunn was day to day for a year. So I
think I have a little reporting on this. I think he's fine. There's just been a timeline, and it's not like there's setbacks or anything. Sure. I think he'll be okay.
That's fine, but I still need to see it before I am completely comforted. But even when Smart is back, they need more ball handlers and playmakers so everything doesn't fall on LeBron. Luke Kennard being able to do this now 2 games in a row in an efficient way, that matters.
Yeah, I agree with that. Here's my if you want to, are we thinking glass half full today?
Yeah, I got one more, but you
need a little pick me up?
Yeah.
I mean, my coffee's still half full.
Okay.
Or half empty.
Yeah, but I think it's
we haven't
half
gotten there yet, Em. We're getting there.
They have a lot of guys who were lottery picks on this team. They have a lot of guys who have the talent to take over a game and who were at one point in their careers regarded as somebody who was worthy of a number 1 draft pick, or in the case of DeAndre Ayton, Marcus Smart was like number 6. They got a lot of guys.
Rui was a lottery pick. Jackson Hayes was a lottery pick.
I mean, all of these guys at one point in their life or in their careers have been starring players on those teams. Like in Phoenix, DeAndre Ayton was seen as a max player. He was the number 1 overall pick. In other words, the talent is in there. And even though they have all gravitated towards certain roles in their NBA careers or even with the Lakers, they do have the talent to do more. So if you still have that swagger, if that guy who was once a lottery pick is still in there, if that arrogance or swagger or whatever you want to call it is still there, time to shine.
Yeah,
Let it out right now.
Look, JJ talked about opportunities in terms of trying to land on his 9-man rotation for the playoffs. This is presuming that Luka and Austin will not be available to start. It is presuming Marcus Smart will be there. There are 7 guys who are locks: LeBron, Ayton, Smart, Jake LaRavia, Luke Kennard, Jackson Hayes, Rui Hachimura. So 2 more spots to go. I also thought Adu Thiero popped in a lot of ways last night on both sides of the ball. He had some disruptive defensive plays. He attacked the rim with serious aggression. He had a great cross-court pass, I want to say, to Drew Timme for a 3. So, I mean, there was also a lot of raw rookie moments. He's played like 30 minutes or something.
But could he have a Taylor Horton Tucker moment or run?
Yeah, exactly.
Could he pop like that? All they got to do is extend the series.
Yes.
You have the benefit of this extra week in between the regular season and the start of the first round. All they have to do is win 1 game and extend it. Just don't get swept. And maybe then you can get Luka or Austin back.
And this, by the way, tonight at 6 p.m. after DeMarco and Travis, don't miss a brand new edition of Lakers Talk with me, Andy Kamenetzky. I'm going to be taking your calls, 877-710 ESPN, giving us hope and fear, but even a little more hope. In the final week of the season upon us, the purple and gold looking very vulnerable right now, followed at 8 p.m. by the Meet the Partners podcast, where Chris Morales sits down with Todd Goldstein, Chief Revenue Officer of AEG and LA Live. That is tonight, 710 ESPN on the all-new ESPN LA app. Now, Momo, let's get to the part that felt a little more troubling and perhaps problematic.
Okay, I'll take a drink of the coffee so it's half empty.
Exactly. They've got the lines.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's perfect. That is
good now.
Perfect. So we're at glass half empty. JJ Redick blowing up at or offering some shots fired, varying degrees, at Rui Hachimura during the game, at DeAndre Ayton after the game, and then especially with Jared Vanderbilt both during the game and after the game. JJ came into this game clearly in very
in
intense...
a state. Like somebody took his cake pop.
like somebody like somebody pulled a Momo to his Ernesto.
Yeah.
And he was mad.
Yeah.
3.5 minutes or so into the game, he pulled Rui, was screaming at him on the bench, and at one point the camera caught, or excuse me, the mics during the broadcast picked up JJ yelling, "Get the F over there, Rui," at someone. Other than maybe I thought he wanted him to fill opposite corner. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but he was mad at Rui. He said after the game that Rui was not doing his job. Rui eventually got put back in the game and actually played pretty well. After the game, he mentioned that DeAndre Ayton is having trouble catching the ball. Said that a few times, acknowledged that some of this may be the level of passing without Luka and Austin, but also Marcus Smart without LeBron.
We do have the sound of that if you want me to.
Yeah, we'd rather hear JJ get all worked up.
Yeah,
than you.
Please.
So here's JJ on DeAndre Ayton.
Okay.
Yeah, he's had trouble catching the ball. So we've ran a bunch of plays for him. He's just had trouble catching the ball, and I don't know if that's the passing or if it's him trying to get position. He hasn't been able to catch the ball.
So again, did offer a bit of a caveat, but that does not hit well. That's very, especially with the way he said it a few times, that hits. And then there was the on-court confrontation between him and Jared Vanderbilt. Vando had only played about 5 minutes when JJ angrily called a timeout with the very express, very obvious reason of, I am pulling Jared Vanderbilt from the game, and I'm going to make sure everybody knows I am pulling Jared Vanderbilt from the game. That's why I called this timeout. It led to 2 confrontations between Vando and JJ, one off away from the sideline as JJ was with his clipboard. Vando approached him. Nate McMillan and Austin Reaves had to intervene a bit. Then on the sideline by the bench, they were still barking at each other about this. I think this is particularly sensitive with Vando because he's been yanked in and out of the rotation all season, and frankly, it's been very obvious over the last couple of years. JJ does not trust Vando as a player. I don't think he particularly likes Vando as a player. I think he sees a lot of flaws in Vando. JJ talked about this afterwards.
Just a confluence of things. Again, it's nothing personal with him. Normal stuff from my end. I think for all of us, being undermanned and we've got to scrap and claw. We've got to all be on the same page. We got to be great teammates. We got to all play hard. Called a timeout to get him out of the game, and he reacted. But again, normal interaction for me.
This is a couple things jumped out of it, me, Momo.
Yeah.
First of all, him saying so quickly, nothing personal.
Yeah.
It felt very much like that scene. Do you remember the movie The Fugitive?
Of course.
Remember when Harrison Ford, he's accused of killing his wife. At one point goes back to the hospital trying to get clues so he can figure out why this one-armed man killed his wife, and he can prove it. He talks to this X-ray technician. And then later, Tommy Lee Jones and the other detectives interview this X-ray technician and ask him initially about his past working relationship with Dr. Kimball, to which the X-ray tech said, well, I haven't seen Dr. Kimball. To which the detectives say, that's not what we asked you. And it was very clear at that point, you've seen him. This felt nobody asked you if this was personal. JJ.
Right.
Like, to go there that quickly and then not really offer any specifics as to what happened jumped out at me. I also think JJ in this moment needs to be careful. Like, this is a period where these players are going to be feeling a lot of pressure because they're trying to keep this thing from sinking until Luka and Austin maybe come back. or at the very least try to make this series go as long as they can. There's a lot on them. They're all going to be asked to play above their station. JJ needs to be careful that he does not turn perhaps run-of-the-mill mistakes during a game into something bigger than they actually are. And especially with a guy named a guy like Vando, who JJ's going to need him at some point in these playoffs. And they've had so much up and down, I think, in their professional relationship. I think you really got to ask, is the juice worth the squeeze to do this in a way? Like, if you want to tell Vando he's got to play differently, got to more attention to details, whatever, is it really worth doing it like that? I would say no.
Yeah, my general sense is everything he's saying publicly, he's saying 100 times louder privately, like in film sessions, in practice, on the bench. I would be shocked if he said anything publicly that these guys haven't been hearing every single day.
Agree.
In film sessions. Okay. But Phil Jackson used to do this. He used to call people out in the media. He used to kind of let us get inside a little bit more. And I think he did it purposefully. So I'm okay if you, as a coach, decide this is the button I want to push. I think that amping up the pressure on these three guys publicly is going to be what gets the best out of them. That's my move, and I'm doing it intentionally. Everything, if you're doing it intentionally, is fine with me, because then you're either right or you're wrong. But I'm going to trust that JJ knows the psychological makeup of each of those players and has a good enough relationship with them to know whether his actions are going to, whether treating them like this is going to help. Okay? But if you are not doing it intentionally, if you're doing it because you are frustrated and you can't control your own frustration
Which has
or
been
emotion
an issue for
or
JJ
whatever.
Before.
Correct. If it's not intentional, that's when you have an issue.
And that's what, at the very least, it's what it felt like to me. This did not feel like intentional signaling publicly Phil Jackson style in the media, especially because he was...
Like, you remember when Phil used to do it? It was like really obvious. Phil was doing, he's trying to get under Lamar Odom's skin.
Right.
Oh, he's calling out Pau Gasol right now, and he's trying to get this Spaniard to rise up and prove him wrong.
Right.
And sometimes that worked and sometimes it didn't.
No. I mean,
certain guys like really didn't handle that well.
No, and remember when that series against Dallas in 2011?
And pounding on Powell's chest.
Right, and
in the middle of the game.
And it did not work.
No.
And here's another thing too. JJ is not Phil Jackson yet. Like, you need a certain amount of and look, I think JJ's a good coach. Like, I think he is a good coach. I think he's gotten better this year than he was last year. But he's still not Phil. And in the case of someone like Vando, for example, it's very clear they do not have a good professional basketball relationship. So if you're weighing that calculus of this is a way to motivate Vando, and I don't think that's what it was. I think it was JJ getting frustrated with Vando, and this, in a lot of ways, confirming his priors with Vando. But if this was intentionality on JJ's part, I would say I question the methodology with Vando.
Yeah, I mean, look, we're both parents. Like, your kids literally do stuff to piss you off all the time.
Yeah.
They literally, their goal in this moment is to piss you off. And your job as the parent is not to react. Like, if you react, you're giving them exactly what they want, and they're going to keep doing this behavior if you react. So I've learned how to, find my zen, okay? Like, my cake pop meltdown notwithstanding, okay? But, like, you just kind of are able to control yourself because you're a grown person and you see the larger picture here.
Yeah.
I think JJ is really emotionally intelligent, really smart, really good at this. I don't think he's meaning to do this to erupt on these guys on purpose. Maybe he does think that this is the best way to get the best out of Vando, or to get Vando to do what he wants. Maybe he's like, both things can be true. I can get mad at you, and that will spark him to get mad at me, and then he's going to be fiery and come back.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. I think contextually it can vary from player to player to player.
Yeah.
Like, Rui seemed to respond well.
Yeah.
But Rui and JJ seem to have a very positive player-coach relationship. And JJ, it's very clear, trusts Rui. JJ has gone out of his way to champion DeAndre a lot. With Vando, it's often felt like JJ has gone out of his way to try to play anybody but him, which is why I think, again, in this moment, I think, and even more than just this game, thinking about big picture and moving forward in the playoffs and thinking back to last season where JJ decided to play the same 5 guys for the entire second half of game 4. Like, just, I think he needs to be careful. I think he's a really good coach.
It reminds me a little bit of the Kerr-Kuminga issue.
Yeah.
Where it's like, it feels like it was more than just what was on the court. It felt like a little bit of personal issues. And I know with the Warriors situation, it was also like Joe Lacob involved with this and everything like the
That's a good comp.
Yeah.
But it feels like it's something where like, are we missing something
Well,
here?
when JJ said, a couple times, a confluence of events or like a confluence of things, Vanderbilt played for 5 minutes. And he also had some good plays in there. Like, how much could have possibly happened in that 5 minutes for it to be just about those 5 minutes? It feels like...
but it's probably he's been talking to him about these issues for weeks or years or whatever you want to. I don't know exactly what he's so upset about, those confluence of events. But whatever it is, I guarantee you they've talked about it.
I imagine you're
man
right.
to man.
I imagine you're right.
Behind closed doors. And so that's why sometimes you get even more frustrated with people when you're like, we literally just talked about this. We just have a whole film session. I mean, like that's what this feels like. It feels like a buildup of all this.
It's me telling my daughter, no, seriously, stop leaving like wrapping from candy and soda cans in your room. Like, just throw them away.
Ew, gross.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Very good. Sorry to put your business out there, Lily. I love you.
Yeah.
Love you.
Do you threaten her with like, okay, if you get a rat in here, it's on you to kill it?
No, because
I'm not calling the exterminator if you get a rat.
No, because everybody knows it's on me to kill that. Everybody. That's an empty threat.
Do you like cockroaches? Because that's what you're going to get.
She knows I'm not going to expose her to rabies to prove a point.
Okay.
Like, so that's a laughable threat.
My kids are still at the age where I can make these like really loud threats, and they kind of believe me still.
You turning around the car and we're going to go home. That's
I
a real
just
threat.
stop. Like, so I literally pull over, and I say, if you don't stop right now, you're walking home. Like, I'm not going to make my 6-year-old walk home. Okay, but they don't know that yet, and I'll like pull over and stop, and like, they don't stop. They'll stop. They believe me because I don't, like I get that face.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
my parents have turned around and gone home.
Wow.
Yeah, I've turned around and gone
happened
home.
before.
I've done that too.
That has happened before with my parents.
I've turned around and gone home. Or I've done I even
was a
do
little
the theater
what.
of like making you get out of the car seat. Like, I'm going to make you walk home. I'm not really going to do it, but I
Give
do
him one
enough
of those,
of the
little
theater.
bags with like the stick in like the bag, and he's going to move home.
With Daniel, I'll always say, you better start walking because it's going to take you a couple hours to get home from here. You better start. Go.
And
Go.
a couple hours to a 6-year-old is like days.
Oh my gosh.
That's
days. I mean, it always works too. Like that threat really does work. I don't know how much longer I have.
In the
with
heat
that.
of the valley too.
Yeah. No, I mean, we were like at the park and he wasn't listening and he was like on the seesaw while Jacob's trying to get on. And I'm like, you have to stop before he gets on the seesaw or you're going to fling him off.
Yeah.
Okay, listen. And he wasn't listening. And I was like, okay, you better start walking.
My daughter is.
No.
My daughter is 15 with a phone with a Waymo app. So the threat of walking home is just,
I know. How much longer do I have? He's 7. Maybe a year or two?
Year or two.
Yeah, shoot. Okay.
Relish the fear while you can. All right. Does Adam Silver need to step in about this 65-game rule for the end of the season? There's another star player now in jeopardy of being ineligible, if not already ineligible. That is coming up next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive.
If you don't know, DeAndre finished last place in the Mason Ireland bracket, and that means that you will have to complete the last place challenge, which is the Ride the D crop top. The Metro Ride the D t-shirts they made, and you're going to have to wear it.
Weekdays starting at 3 p.m.
That's not a problem at all with me. What? Of all the people that could have lost, you're the least interesting one to me because you're the fittest person here. I'm only wearing it in studio.
No, we going to take some pictures,
picture's
too.
going everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to watch you walk out your front door, walk to your car,
Absolutely.
Get in the car, get out, walk through the parking lot, come up the elevator
will not
here.
Be the only place you're seeing
like the whole thing.
Travis, let's run a billboard.
Yeah. Well, we have nothing else. We should take him out to dinner that night or something.
Absolutely.
We have to wear it the rest of the way.
Grease you up.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN. The all-new ESPN LA app. And live on YouTube.
Welcome to Pacific Palms Resort, a full-service destination in the San Gabriel Valley. Stay in spacious, first-class accommodations with stunning views and savor an unforgettable meal at Red Restaurant and Bar, the hottest dining experience in the San Gabriel Valley, featuring culinary delights designed to excite even the most refined palate. Tee off on one of our 2 PGA-designed golf courses, a favorite among seasoned golfers, then relax at our Oasis pool or indulge in a rejuvenating spa treatment. Discover luxury hospitality at its finest at Pacific Palms Resort.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-1482. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-1482. That's 800-575-1482. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They're not just window and door experts. They're experts at taking care of you and your home. At Pella, they find the products that meet your needs and their experts install them. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Discover why Pella is a trusted choice for homeowners everywhere. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. That's Pella.com/Eisen.
Harry Douglas here. Let me ask you something. What if you can enjoy the taste of a cocktail, the warmth of a spirit, and still stay fully in control? That's RK Zero Proof, a pioneer in the alcohol-free spirits category. RK delivers bold flavor and a real warming sensation with 0 alcohol, 0 sugar, 0 carbs, and 0 calories. Perfect for nights out, social gatherings, or anytime you want the experience of a drink without sacrificing tomorrow. Check it out at rkbeverages.com. That's ARKAY beverages.com. RK, all the flavor, none of the alcohol.
Mason and Ireland on LA's mega sports station.
Oh my, am I really on Mason and Ireland show?
Yes.
This is a great moment. Hey.
Right now, more of Mason and Ireland on 710.
Mason and Ireland, Andy Kamenetzky, Ramona Shelburne in for the guys. Momo, you just said you're checking your mentions. Is it for something specific?
Well, I just wanted to see how I came across with my K-pop.
Aggregate Momo.
I mean, I don't know. You never know how people are going to hear you.
ESPN reporter diva,
right?
Doesn't
Like,
get
it could've
her
just
elevator to herself.
I know. And too many people in the elevator. Leave me alone. I mean,
I will say,
just see the headlines
for
now.
what it is worth, the YouTube page, the chat, has largely been either on your side or at the very least not saying bad things about you.
Oh, that's good.
Over this. So
I don't read I try not to read the YouTube chat. Don't do that to yourself.
Oh, I find the
I don't dislike any of these people. Thank you for watching. However, I don't think it's good for my mental health.
Oh, it's definitely not good for anybody's mental health unless you just, whether you're talking about the YouTube chat or the Reddit page, I just find it a fascinating experiment. But you do have to just not take anything personally.
Because people, that's a huge thing that I've learned. Because people tell you don't check your mentions. Well, I actually disagree. I think you should check your mentions sometimes, but you have to learn how to take it when when people come at you. You can go, okay, that's not about me. That's about you. You're just an angry person. Right. You just feel like teeing off of me. Oh, that's about me. Maybe I shouldn't say it like that next time. Oh, I see how that can come. Like, there is something about crowdsourcing that is valuable. And I think people are, it's too easy to just be like, block party. No, you should try to understand how you're being perceived.
I have gotten comments either on Twitter or YouTube, even the Reddit, where I've seen it. And I'm like, you know what? They got a point.
Yeah.
They actually have a point. That's a fair criticism.
If you come at me respectfully and you make a point, I'm like, okay.
But I will say also, there are some commenters, some regular commenters. There are some that are super mean.
Yeah.
There are also some that are actually pretty funny. Without being mean-spirited. They're actually pretty funny.
Totally. And I do think that, I find Threads to be a much nicer place than X. I've kind of gravitated over towards Threads. Threads is like what X used to be like 8 years ago, where like I can just jump into a random thread about something going on in LA or a show. Like I would jump into Pluribus threads and I would have fun interacting with people, or I would like I jump into like mom parenting threads sometimes and just comment. And it's just like a nice place where I feel like I'm having a normal conversation with people, as opposed to like, I'm worried about how this is going to get aggregated or people aren't going to take it right or whatever it is. Like, it feels like more of a safe space. And then the other day, I had this one thread where I drove by. Apparently, there's a gas station by Union Station that everyone knows is like $3 more.
Yeah.
And I am not somebody who drives by there every time. I just happened to drive by that, saw the gas was $8, and took a picture. And we're like, oh my God. And I don't usually do stuff like this, but Threads, again, safe space usually. And I just got destroyed. And everyone was like, what, you just tried to fearmonger for California? Everyone in LA knows this is the worst gas station. I was like, I didn't know. I'm sorry. And like people just like I just unleashed all of these people. And I was like, oh no.
Look, the truth is.
Innocent mistake.
The truth is, we as human beings, we were not meant to be this connected to this many people, to be able to speak directly to this many people, often without an actual name, and often with no consequences whatsoever. This is not
so true.
A natural thing that should be taking place. Like, we are not globally, culturally, whatever, capable of handling this.
Yeah, that's why, like, I see NBA players, and they all check their mentions. They all know. And if they don't check it themselves, somebody sends it to them.
Right.
Okay? And I don't know how people can perform at the level they do with the amount of noise they have to deal with. Like, I've gotten much thicker skin. I've learned how not to take things personally. And even I still sometimes get messed up by it. Like, I'm like, oh God, that hurt. You know, that one, that hit the Achilles heel there or whatever it is. But like these guys day to day, you know, and I try to have empathy for them, because it's like, this is unlike any environment that any pro athlete has ever had to exist in.
It's difficult.
And perform at the highest level.
It's seriously difficult.
Yeah.
By the way, another person who should maybe lay off their mentions.
Oh,
Adam Silver.
Yeah.
Adam Silver.
He's actually on social media. He's on Facebook or something.
Does he have burners? Does Adam Silver have burners?
Oh, but he sees everything.
He probably does see everything.
I do think he is. Is he on Twitter? He might be on Twitter.
I don't know.
Or I definitely think he's on Instagram.
Well, right now, his mentions are probably en fuego, and not in a good way, because everybody is upset about the NBA 65-game rule.
Yeah, here he is. He's on Instagram.
Nice.
526,000 followers.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. I mean, it's mostly just pictures of... It's not even pictures of him. It's just like NBA players. Just like, here's one of Anthony Edwards.
Okay, well, that's good. I'm glad.
It's not really like him.
I'm glad to know that Adam Silver's not out there clout chasing.
But I mean, can you imagine his mentions?
Probably not good.
It's Adam Silver NBA, by the way, if you want to follow him.
The 65-game rule remains controversial, and more so every single day. Right now, Victor Wembanyama.
Oh, I'm so upset about this.
He has a rib contusion right now. He's going to miss tonight's game against the Portland Trailblazers for the Spurs. He now has to play in one more game for at least 20 minutes, or else he does not hit 65, and he is ineligible for awards. Nick Wright was on Dan Le Batard's show, and he had a very bold suggestion for Adam Silver.
Adam Silver today should come out and levy a $50 million fine against the Kings and say, fight me in court. And today say, by the way, and this year only until we address it in the offseason, 65-game rules off. Because what's about to happen is the Spurs are going to be locked into the 2 seed in about 36 hours. They're going to have no reason whatsoever to play Wemby through his bruised ribs. And they're going to have this outrageous choice to make of, do we have Wemby hobble out there for 20 minutes so he can win Defensive Player of the Year and show up on MVP ballots and be first-team All-NBA, or do we forfeit that? Luka's got to appeal about, hey, I had a kid born halfway around the world, all of it, and that would, listen, fining the Kings for what they did last night, certainly the owners would be upset. The 65-game thing, absolutely no one would be upset, but Adam Silver, I think, is a little too lawyerly, and so he doesn't, that's not really the way he does business.
All right, there's a lot in there, both about fines for the Sacramento Kings and presumably other tankers, but also Adam Silver abolishing the 65-game rule for this season. Let's put a pin in it for right now, because coming up we're going to do some icebreakers, but then let's pick this up after icebreakers. I've got some thoughts on this. Momo, you know the inner workings of the NBA and how viable
I've got many thoughts.
Executive orders would be. Many thoughts.
I also am a voter who used to factor in games played, and I'm perfectly capable of doing it again.
All right. Well, then let's get into all of that. Icebreakers, 65-game rule conversation. That's all coming up. 710 ESPN.
Mornings in LA start with Sedano and Cap.
And did you hear about Kyle Shanahan?
Well, that's the sound we're about to play.
Okay, jerkface, I'm working with you here so we can work in unison.
Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
See this? You don't have to be so snarky about it.
Well, I didn't know where we were going.
God.
That's why I set it up.
Sound, you know?
That's what I was trying to do.
At least we're doing it together, like as a unit.
I didn't know.
Yesterday, I got called a doofus. Okay?
I didn't know we were working together on it.
And George told me yesterday, doofus is a much lighter, easier.
Oh yeah, no, this was annoying because of it. Just the tone.
Right. Well, I didn't know you were about to cut me off
I
for
can't
what?
tell that you're setting it up by the way you're talking.
Well, you didn't give us a lot on Aaron Glenn, so I thought maybe you were doing something else. So I was going to try to steer it. That's all.
It wasn't.
Trying to help you.
They signed the guy.
Listen, doofus.
What the hell kind of question is that?
Yes, thank you.
The Morning Show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN Los Angeles.
Time to bench those other hiring sites and let ZipRecruiter help you build a winning team. With ZipRecruiter, when you need the hire, you get the right fit for any role fast. That's because ZipRecruiter's smart matching technology starts showing your job to qualified candidates immediately. You can also apply filters and add screening questions to your job post to help you save time in scouting first-rate talent. With ZipRecruiter's advanced resume database, you can instantly unlock contact info from a roster of top candidates. That's why over 4.8 million businesses have trusted ZipRecruiter to hire, and check this out. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. No wonder ZipRecruiter is the #1 rated hiring site in the game based on G2. So, if you need to score the best, go with ZipRecruiter. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. That's ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
Bundling your home and auto with Progressive could help you save without sacrificing quality. It's the smart thing to do. And as a hockey fan, you always know the smart thing to do.
Shoot the puck!
And you let the players know it.
Shoot the puck!
All game.
Shoot it! Come on, shoot!
And sometimes even after.
Man, rough game, huh?
Yeah, they should have shot the puck. So bundle your home and auto with Progressive. It's the smart thing to do. But you already knew that. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Evan Cohen here. In life, as in sports, the pros make it look easy. That's why pro golfers like Jason Day, Ben Griffin, and Patton Kazire trust the pros in lawn care. True Green. They have the experience and expertise to give you a lawn worthy of the PGA Tour. And since True Green does the work for you, you get more free time, or more tee times. So stop stressing over your lawn and start loving it. Sign up now at TrueGreen.com because nobody makes it easier to get a golf course quality lawn than True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
Oh, it's Icebreakers time. Oh, right. That's right. The big voice guy.
Listen to Mason and Ireland. Weekdays noon to 3 on ESPN LA.
Exactly right. Time for Icebreakers on Mason and Ireland. Icebreakers made possible by Blue Ice Vodka. Your fit-friendly vodka with no sugar added, 64 calories an ounce, and keto-friendly. Let's do it. Icebreakers. Presented by Blue Ice Vodka on Mason and Ireland. Take it away, producer Emily.
Oh, I like the new open there. But here's where our standings are for the month of April. John, as predicted, has a sizable lead. He has 19 points. Brian has 5 points. And the others have 5 points. So Andy and Momo, you guys are working the other category and see if you get on the board here.
Let's go.
For 10 points. I was born in 1986. My dad owned a business importing vehicles while my mother worked at a modeling agency. I was expelled from school at age 12 for stealing explicit magazines and selling them later to my classmates.
That's all one clue.
It's all one clue.
Okay.
Doesn't really help, but
Well, it's just a very
Still
big
good,
clue.
yeah.
There's a lot going
I've been
on.
told to give bigger clues at the beginning, so that's where I go.
Okay.
For 9 points, I did not know how to drive until I was forced to learn while at work in 2008.
Okay.
I have played Reese Witherspoon's son in a scene that was cut from the movie Vanity Fair, but then I played her lover in another movie.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Both a lover and a son. Okay.
Weird.
For 8 points.
Okay.
I have played a superhero and I'm a musician.
Oh, gosh. Okay. I'm just going to go for it.
Okay, Momo.
Is it John Mayer?
It is not John Mayer,
Okay.
unfortunately.
Thought that was a good guess.
It is a good guess.
I'm actually relieved to hear it was not John.
Okay.
For
He's just always creepy.
For 7 points.
I like John Mayer.
I have portrayed Salvador Dali in a 2008 movie called Little Ashes. For 6 points. I am in a relationship with musician Suki Waterhouse, and she gave birth to our first child
Andy.
last year.
Robert Pattinson?
It is!
Yeah!
Robert Pattinson! I thought I could get you on Suki Waterhouse and you wouldn't know who she was.
What? No, I have a 15-year-old daughter. I'm aware of. And
Did you
also,
have any Twilight clues coming up?
Yes.
Okay, that's
gonna
where I
come.
would have got it.
what movie did he play her son?
So, Vanity Fair, but he was cut from the movie.
Okay.
So that's what I said in the clue. I said I was played his son,
Yeah,
her
that's
son,
good.
but I was cut from the movie.
I-
But then in Water for Elephants, he's
He's
her
like-
love interest.
See, I was thinking age-wise that it was more like John Mayer. Robert Pattinson is that old?
Yeah, he's almost
Born
40.
in 86?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Shout out Robert Pattinson.
There you
Yeah,
go.
'cause, like,
He's in
I'm
the
born
drama.
in 79, so I always do, like, how old are they compared to me? And I'm like, well, I thought John Mayer was about that. Okay.
I do remember, what
Wow,
is it,
good
like
for you,
Water
Robert.
for Elephants?
Yeah, Water for Elephants is the movie that they were the romantic pairing.
I remember that. I do not remember the movie Vanity Fair. Either way, congrats to me. And Icebreakers, sponsored by Blue Ice Vodka, America's largest potato vodka, double gold, rated just 64 calories an ounce, made from Idaho potatoes, clean, smooth, no additives. Blue Ice Vodka, premium taste, nothing extra. So, Momo, we just heard from Nick Wright on the Dan Lebitard show talking about both the 65-game rule, which has just been extremely controversial this season. Victor Wembanyama is the latest first team All-NBA caliber player, defensive player of the year, front runner, who is now potentially ineligible for the awards because he has a rib contusion, sitting on 64 games. We know Luka's been ineligible. They're appealing that. He says 2 of the games that he missed because of the birth of his daughter. He was in Slovenia. Those should be considered extraordinary circumstances. Cade Cunningham not eligible, collapsing lung, yada, yada, yada down the line. And then also, so Nick Wright has said that there should be executive orders from Adam Silver, one to abolish the 65-game rule for the season, another so he can levy $50 million fines against the Sacramento Kings and other tankers of the world. The second part is ridiculous, that if I'm the other team, I don't even pay that fine because I know it's not going to stand up in any court or arbitrate or whatever. Like, that's ridiculous. The 65-game executive order, not only do I think that's feasible, I think Adam Silver should do it for this season.
I don't know. I like, it's this rule of unintended consequences. The 65-game rule, and my colleague Brian Windhorst was on this morning. As I was driving to Hot Yoga, I heard him talking about this, and I thought he was right on. He goes, people don't want to say this, but it was put in place to get more players to play often, to get star players to play in those national televised games, or to come back sooner, or to not load manage, and it has worked. Like, generally speaking, I do think that, like, Jokic has been sitting on, he can only miss one more game for 2 months now, and he keeps playing. He just plays every game. Now, he usually plays every game anyway.
I was going to say, Nikola Jokic is a guy that typically plays.
But if I was the Nuggets, I would probably want him to sit out a game or two, especially down the stretch. It looks like they're going to get the 3 seed here. I'd want him to rest a little bit, but he can't because he needs to be eligible for awards. And I think that is it affecting the decision of star players to play in these games? I don't know, 4 or 5 games a year that they would have probably sat at. I think it's probably about that. Maybe it's 3, maybe it's 4 or 5, but that's significant. And I'll say this: I don't like the executive order because I think it's too much power concentrated in the hands of one person. I've been a voter before we had the 65 game rule. I was perfectly comfortable factoring in how many games somebody played into my votes. It's not hard, and that way it does away with the idea of, I think maybe you can make it for certain tiered awards, like maybe you can still get All NBA, but you can't get MVP, or you can still get, or you can get All NBA but not first team. Like there's different ways we can tweak this to have the same effect, which is getting more players to play in more games, but also trust the voters a little bit. There's a sort of wisdom of the masses. And we as voters have been empowered. I don't love all the power that we have because I don't want somebody's paycheck tied to whether I vote them All NBA. Right. But it does factor in the fact that we know we're voting. I remember a couple years ago, it was like Jaylen Brown. If he got All NBA, he was going to get a super max. Yeah. And I was like, I don't know if I want this power.
No, it's a lot.
It's a lot, and it affects people's votes. But it factors into your thought process. And generally speaking, you just have to trust people to make hard decisions. We just can't have everything on a plate for us all the time.
Right, which is why I think the 65...
You want Adam Silver to have the one person to have one decision, or do you want it spread apart
to me,
among people who are somewhat objective?
If Adam Silver, to me, if he does this EO, this executive order, it actually moves more towards what you want, which is trusting the voters. Because right now, the 65-game rule, first of all, with respectfully to Wendy, I think his theory has a lot of trying to prove a negative to it, and I think there's a lot of correlation that may just be misplaced causation. I think it's very difficult to prove that this rule is what is incentivizing players who may have otherwise played anyway to suddenly play. I also think, too, the whole load management thing has become this catch-all term that has become bastardized. It used to be a term described towards getting players, like it was purely preventative, getting older players through a season.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's become this catch-all term for anybody who doesn't play with a broken leg. It's load management, or guys coming back from a legitimate, specific injury. That should not be treated as load management. That is a health issue. And the problem with the 65-game rule, in my opinion, I fought this for years, it does not address a flaw in the voting system. It is meant to try to incentivize players to play, I guess, through injury, and it misdiagnosed a problem. The problem was never, and the problem that the league is dealing with now, it's not load management. It's an injury problem.
Yeah, or tanking.
Right. Well, tanking, though, is its own separate thing. And
but they can hold people out from playing, therefore tanking. Like Giannis, he's saying that he's not being allowed to play.
But even with Giannis, though, there's an injury component to this. He's missed half the season because he's been injured all year.
I actually don't think that he's going to win that one. I think the Bucks are going to win. He has there's a series of soft tissue injuries with his calf that
he shouldn't win.
I think Milwaukee is absolutely fine holding him out.
Right.
I know that
he shouldn't win because, to be honest, he's being dishonest about this. He's being disingenuous.
I mean, he probably feels like he could play.
Well, he may feel like he could play, but at the same time,
it's a bad idea.
Well, it's a bad idea.
You want to rupture Achilles? I mean, I don't know.
He's doing this because he wants to try to create an atmosphere where the Bucks move him first, and then he doesn't have to be the bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
That's really what he is trying to do, and it's obvious. And I think he is mishandling this situation badly, trying to avoid being seen as the villain. And the way he's handling this, I think, makes him look more villainous than if he just said, I appreciate everything Milwaukee's done for me. Unfortunately, this isn't what I need anymore. I think fans would understand. He's been awesome for the Bucks. But I think Giannis, and I have a lot
but I also don't think it's all his fault. They should have seen this. Most franchises would have just done it already.
Sure.
Might not like it. It's
but
the
he also
same thing
could have
happening.
asked.
Yeah, but
he
without I think publicly asking and privately asking are two different things.
Well, do either. I mean,
do you know that he hasn't?
I'll say this. If he has, he shouldn't keep publicly backing himself into a corner.
No, I think we're putting him in a position that's the wrong position to put him in. I don't think it's fair to him. I think they know exactly where he stands, and they haven't acted on it, and that's on them. And I think they haven't acted on it because they think they're going to get a better trade in the offseason.
Well, Look, if you're
That's
asking me,
it.
do I think the Bucks have mishandled a lot of this?
Yeah.
The answer is yes. I
Yeah.
just also think Giannis has mishandled a lot of this.
Yeah, I mean, you could say the same thing about Portland and Dame Lillard. This happens in the NBA.
Absolutely. All right. If you want to weigh in on the 65-game rule, Lakers, anything involving the NBA, the Dodgers, they're playing right now. It's the bottom of the third, 0-0, Ohtani pitching. That can all come up.
Up in Toronto.
Sports Graffiti, 877-710-ESPN, 877-710-ESPN. That's next. Mason and Ireland, a.k.a. Momo in for the guys, 710 ESPN.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive.
Is this Different Strokes?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Weekdays starting at 3 p.m.
Different strokes it takes. Different strokes it takes. Oh.
Yeah.
Now, Trudell could be Arnold.
Only one.
So Travis is Mr. Drummond?
You would be.
That's
Mr.
meaner than what he just said about Trudell. Do you know the TV show Different Strokes?
Yes.
You know the characters in the show?
Yeah, Gary Coleman, Shorter.
Yes.
Shorter gentleman.
DeMarco called you Arnold. And then Beto goes, well, Travis could be. Mr. Drummond was like 75 years old.
Okay, so basically, what's the bigger insult?
Yes.
And the insult would be for me that I'm short?
That you are 4'8".
Okay. If you are making short jokes, you're just not very smart or creative.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN.
Looking for paint that actually lasts? Vista Paint delivers expert quality, rich color, and pro-trusted durability, backed by over 60 years of experience. From your home to your next big project, we've got you covered. Vista Paint, since 1956.
Hey, Ty Pennington here, back teaming up with Pechanga Resort Casino to give away another brand new house. Imagine yourself in an amazing, fully furnished, multi-million-dollar home in beautiful Orange County. All you need to do is play your favorite slots or table games at Pechanga Resort Casino. It's that easy. Visit Pechanga every Saturday to activate your entries for a chance to win a lucky key to the May 30th grand finale. I'll see you there.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNLAcontests.com.
That's ESPNLAcontests.com.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a good karma brands radio station.
And it is 1 o'clock in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland. And you know it's time for Sports Graffiti on Mason and Ireland. This is where you call in and talk to the fellas.
877-710-ESPN.
That's right, that number is back. It's not a mistake. Big voice guy, do it one more time.
877-710-ESPN.
You get to talk to Mason and Ireland during Sports Graffiti, and we know everybody loves Mason and Ireland.
Rick Vega, I'm the reigning champ of the Mason and Ireland Poker Invitational.
Gregory Mendez, Port Hueneme, California.
Why do you love Mason and Ireland?
Why I love them because they're there every day for me. They're consistently giving out some funny takes, being goofy, and to be honest, we need it in a time like this, so I love it.
Let's do it. Sports Graffiti time. Take it away, Mace.
All right. Sports Graffiti, 877-710-ESPN. If you want to weigh in on anything, and I truly mean anything, because we are opening up Sports Graffiti. Momo, make sure you are listening right now because this directly involves you.
Okay.
Line 3, Ernesto in L.A.
Oh, my gosh.
Claiming to be the actual Ernesto.
Well, I don't know if he is.
He's claiming to be the Ernesto whose whose cinnamon coffee cake Momo accidentally took at the Starbucks downstairs. Ernesto, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's up?
Hey, Momo, what's up? This is Ernesto in L.A. Look, hey, you took my cinnamon roll. I'm lactose intolerant, man. Come on.
I don't know what that has to do with it. Isn't made without, like, milk?
My cake pop is made with milk. I'm lactose intolerant.
But you didn't know it was your cake pop. That was my cake pop. What kind
Hey,
of
but it was good.
cinnamon?
Thank you
What
very
kind
much,
of
Momo.
cinnamon did you have? What did you have?
I had a cinnamon roll with the swirls.
Was it a roll or was it a cake or what? And how was it prepared?
It was the roll of the cinnamon. It was the cake. Come on, Momo, you know.
Okay, and was it hot or cold?
I hope it was warmed up because that's how I requested it.
Okay, it might be
Now,
him.
here's the thing, though.
Might be him.
According to the AI overview,
Okay.
there is no milk in a cake pop.
Oh, really?
There is no milk.
How is that true?
It's
It's got like chocolate and stuff. I definitely think it.
According to the AI overview, it is wheat flour, sugar, eggs, soybean oil, and butter combined with
butter.
creamy icing.
Butters could have lactose
But I
in
can't.
it.
I find it hard to believe that there's no butter in Ernesto's original coffee
did you
cake.
realize that it was my cake pop, or did you just couldn't find your coffee cake?
I couldn't find it. I was hungry, so I just took it. Hey, but it's okay. I'll love for you because you know what? Go Lakers.
Did you get that? Did you just ask him for your cake? Did you just ask him for another one? Like somebody took mine?
I just walked out because I had to hurry. I had to wait for my Uber. My Uber was coming.
Your Uber was coming.
Well, sorry, Ernesto.
Dude, I'm sorry. I feel bad. I thought you would at least have got a free thing out of it.
Go Lakers, guys. Go Lakers.
All right.
There you go. All right, Ernesto's being a good sport about this, man. He's got the right attitude.
I just wanted to make sure it was really him.
At the end of the day, it's all about go Lakers.
Do we want to have another Momo Venmo situation?
No, absolutely not, Em. Please don't. Every time this happens, it costs me $20, and I don't want to do that again.
All right, Gary in L.A., you're on Sports Graffiti. What's up, Gary?
Good afternoon, first-time caller. Yeah, I got a suggestion about the 65 game rule. Would a point system work? Like if so Momo, you're a voter. If someone plays like 50 to 55 games, your vote would count for 1 point. And if they play like 65 plus, it would be like 2 points. And that way, if everybody votes for somebody who only played for 50 games, they could still win.
Ooh, that gets really complicated. I know what you're going for. I don't think we need to get that complicated with it.
Yeah, what he's suggesting is kind of like a version of the Oscars voting, like weighted or like weighted choice, like in elections.
Yeah, like if I want to vote for somebody who had 62. Yeah.
That's too complicated.
Yeah, too complicated. I don't know. I'm not capable of doing it. It's already a lot of math that we have to do. And it's also the voting time is really condensed. Like it used to be they would send you your ballot and you would have like a week or two to vote. And you'd kind of weigh it and you think about it and you could save your progress along the way and you could read up and you could just do some more research. Now you get it like the day after the regular season and it's due like in 36 hours. And it's hard because what if you're traveling, what if you're on deadline? There's a lot of votes. That's not just one category. You're not like, you have to go second team all rookie.
That's tough.
I mean, it's kind of a lot of work. You need to really study it.
Well, but to your earlier point,
yeah,
that's why the 65 game rule isn't necessary because the people who have votes take this seriously.
Yeah, I do. I think about it a lot.
I know a lot of voters. They do take this really seriously. Big Rob in Inglewood, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's up, Big Rob?
What's up, guys? I just want to say what you guys were talking about J.J. Redick earlier. I've been said that this guy is a appointed coach. He's not a hired coach. All right? So I already said this guy, he wasn't a good coach when they first hired him. And the next thing is the 65-game rules. You know what I'm saying? These players these days, shut up and play ball. We never had this back when we had our Magic Johnsons, Michael Jordans. The last of that breed was a Kobe Bryant. They loved the game. They played the game. That's why I say that you could never put together a team of players these days that could beat Dream Team 1. You can't do it because they don't have the heart. And the last thing I want to say is, Lakers, you guys, I don't know why we getting all excited. Lakers don't have a chance in hell in the in the playoffs to win the championship this year. What the Lakers need to do right now is go ahead and call the Greek Freak's brother and try to get him so you can get the Greek Freak, just like we did for James when we drafted Bronny, which we shouldn't have did, but we did that just to keep James. All right? So, hey, you guys have a good day.
You as well, Big Rob.
There's a lot.
There's a lot
in there.
What stood out most that you want to get to with Big Rob?
I don't know.
Well,
there was something about like drafting Bronny to keep James, which I've never heard him called James. I know LeBron. He's talking about James. There was
well, I mean, they've already had
heart. I don't know.
They've already had an Antetokounmpo.
Yeah.
In the past, they had Kostas, and it did not bring them Giannis.
And Big Rob's thing about the old people would have been able to play longer. They're all ignoring your point, Andy, where the style of game is different. and it's a different wear and tear in your body.
It's different wear and tear in your body because these are more soft tissue injuries. Like, I'm not talking about which league was more physical now versus then. Like, that's irrelevant. If you want to say the older game was more physical, that's fine, but it's irrelevant to the injuries that are going on. Also, what I think gets overlooked a lot, people look at this as purely player-driven decisions. They're not.
No, there are a lot of times.
It's training staffs. It's also owners.
Yeah.
Because owners see the biggest ROI, return on investment.
And their assets.
Right, and their assets for players making 40, 50, 60, even 70 million a season. That comes in the playoffs.
Yep.
And they are willing to sacrifice some regular season games to try to get that best return on investment. Like, if you really think these players can get away without playing and their owners just shrug their shoulders and say, well, nothing we can do about it. Player empowerment, like, you're nuts.
And
you're out of your mind if you think
MVP candidates that are either on the cusp of 65 or have already been eliminated, like Cade, Wemby, Jokic, and
Jokic hasn't been eliminated yet.
Oh, no, but I'm just saying they're on the border, of like maybe being eliminated, or that was a conversation being had. Are you going to try to tell me that those guys are soft? Like,
Luka's
that's ridiculous.
going to
I know.
Spain to try to get extra treatment to get back. Like, you and I, look, I'm not going to say every single player will always do every single thing they can to be on the field, on the court, but you and I have covered a lot of different teams for a lot of years. Most players want to play. Like, they really want to be out there.
Yeah, I just think that the 65 game, by the way, it is kind of amazing. Like, when you had the line of a game and it always comes out, it'll be like 3.5, and the score is always like 4. How did Vegas know? They're always so close. The 65 games, there's all these players that are right at 64.
Yeah.
64. Like, it's just right on the it's amazing how close they all are. Like, Wemby's at 64. I really hope that he can play in one more game because he absolutely deserves to be Defensive Player of the Year. He deserves to be. I probably would have. I was really considering voting for him in Tim Bontemps' last straw poll. I did say Wemby I was going to vote for in the MVP vote. I think I was one of 8 people who had a first place vote on him. I don't think I can do it now because they're not winning the 1 seed and he's barely getting there. But I don't know. He deserves to be all those things. And 64 games shouldn't be the reason.
No, it's so.
And so does Luka, by the way.
Right.
I think Luka's going to win his appeal. By the way.
I hope so.
I think he'll win.
I hope that he does. Thomas in Chicago. You're on Sports Graffiti. What's up, Thomas?
Hey guys, thanks for taking my call. I just want a quick, before I get to my taking question with you guys. I just hate how the whole MVP, just what Momo talked about with the whole Spurs. I hate that we're going to punish Wemby because he doesn't have the number 1 seed. I feel like that is the dumbest thing that we do in sports when it comes to awards is, we award for the best guy and the number 1 seed. It's like, well, have you ever thought about the teams that are either like the second or third place that they're not in that place without the best player? So that's just my quick take on that. But my question for you guys is, do you think, I think people have talked about the whole Austin Reaves thing. Do you think that the whole next contract there's a lenient on how much he's going to get paid depending on past performances and big moments that he's failed and also him not playing?
No.
I just want to get you guys' thoughts on that.
It's a good question. I don't think he's going to be punished for any of that. I think he has a market with a lot of other teams. So you get paid based on how much people are willing to pay you. And I think there's a lot of teams that want to pay Austin Reaves. Like, I don't know that the Lakers even going to have that much of a choice. Like if they want to keep him.
Are you talking max, full max?
Depends. It depends on what those other offers are.
I mean, there are not going to be, I will say, I don't think there are going to be a lot of teams that Austin would want to play his prime years in that would have that type of cap space. Like, and this is what gets complicated for the Lakers because I hear a lot of fans talk about, say, a sign and trade with the Pelicans for Trey Murphy and like Herb Johnson, sign and trade Austin to the Pelicans, get more depth for the Lakers. I don't picture Austin Reaves saying, I want to spend my prime years rebuilding with the Pelicans. And remember, Austin gets a vote. Like, you do not sign and trade a player without their consent.
Correct.
Like, the player gets the vote on this. There's a lot of, like, Austin, I doubt, is going to sign and trade to go to Brooklyn or, people talk about with Giannis. I do not picture Austin okaying a sign and trade to Milwaukee. So that stuff gets complicated. It's tricky, and that could also, in a lot of ways, force the Lakers' hand.
Yeah, I think they're just going to have to re-sign him. The question is how much are they going to give him?
Yeah. Last one, Fred in Boyle Heights. You're on Sports Graffiti. What's up, Fred?
Good afternoon. Love the show.
Thank you.
Hello, Momo.
What's up?
And Andy. The Lakers, man, too bad, man. But anyway, we got to root for them. Go Dodgers. And I also have a question about the karaoke. I've been calling about karaoke. I've talked to Mason and Ireland, and they haven't done anything yet. The karaoke show.
What about a karaoke? What do you want to know about it?
If we could make a show, a karaoke show.
A remote event in which we have karaoke with our listeners is what Fred is
do you
requesting.
want to duet with me on how to on Alone? The Glee version?
I'm sorry?
Do you want to do a duet on the Glee version of Alone? Because we can arrange that.
I'll challenge.
I hear the ticking of the clock. I'm lying here. The room's pitch dark. Come on, ready? Come on.
We don't know the song.
Next part. Come on. It's the bang.
Go ahead.
If you know the words.
Is this the
This
song
is
by
your moment.
Heart?
Yes.
How do I get you alone?
And there's a duet version that was in Glee.
How do I get you?
This is what
Whoa.
Nevin and I do when
I really
we go to
love
like
the Glee
weddings.
version.
The Glee version is so good. And there's the male part and the female part, and like I have performed this with my husband at other people's events, and we bring the house down.
This is the Momo special.
Yeah.
So this is what you have to look forward to, Fred.
I'm not saying I'm good. I'm just saying I get into it.
Well, that's ultimately what matters with karaoke. Do you get into it? That was Sports Graffiti. Coming up next, will Yoshi Yamamoto ever be able to get into a Cy Young Award? Interesting thing to ask about an ace of the best player, the best team in baseball. We'll discuss why we're asking. Coming up next, 710 ESPN.
Mornings in LA start with Sedano and Cap.
Just back up for one quick second. You know, everything he said about referees wanting to get on TV, leave that to me, Puka.
Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
Okay, I subscribe to the same theory, and let a loudmouth like me tell everybody that NFL referees call penalties so that they can be on TV and they can show off that they've been working hard in the gym on their biceps. And also their grandchildren are watching, and they told their grandchildren they were going to be on TV, and their grandchildren told all their friends, and everybody's watching the game. Nobody cares about the game. They're just waiting for grandpa to show up as the referee and be on TV. So yes, Puka, I agree with you. Referees call penalties, get their faces on television. We agree on that. But leave that for me. Don't you say that, because you get fined for saying it. For me, they hype me up for saying that kind of stuff.
The Morning Show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN Los Angeles.
Hey, it's John Ireland. Watching a Laker game is so much more than just a game. It's the moments before tip-off, the people you're with, and the food you're sharing. That's why I love BBGO. BBGO is perfect for at-home watch parties or a night of hoops. Their food is bold and packed with flavor, bowls for a quick meal, dumplings and fried rice for everyone at the table. Vibe on a wave of Korean food and culture with BBGO. Look for BBGO at your local grocery store in the Asian and freezer aisles. BB, go for it and bring something different to the table.
Hey guys, it's Cappy here, and let me tell you something you should do. You should book your annual eye exam at VisionWorks. It's not just about your sharper vision, it's about catching potential health issues early, like glaucoma, diabetes, or hypertension. Look, I did it. You should do it. I know you're busy. They'll work with you on evenings or weekends. I went to the Santa Ana store, had an amazing experience. That peace of mind, it's totally worth it. If you haven't had your eyes checked yet this year, now is the time, and VisionWorks makes it simple.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
You've said it before. This will only take a second. Just a quick glance. A fast reply. But on the road, seconds don't wait for you. They decide everything. Who stops, who doesn't, who makes it home. So next time your phone lights up, ask yourself, is this distraction worth a ticket or even a life? Put the phone away or pay. Paid for by NHTSA.
It is Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN. Don't get it twisted, yo. The most downloaded sports radio show in Los Angeles. The podcast, that is.
Mason and Ireland, the #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. The #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. And we thank all of our podcast listeners for that.
If you ever miss a moment, get your fill anytime. Just search Mason and Ireland wherever you get your podcast.
Only get by on my own. I never really cared until I met you. And now it chills me to the bone.
Oh, so good. Oh, you're going for it. I'm not doing that on live radio.
And the Glee version has Kristen Chenoweth on
Chenoweth's
it.
so good.
Idina Menzel.
Well, I feel like I'm at their level.
No.
Oh, God, they're so
The guy
good.
who sings on the Glee version?
Matthew Morrison.
Okay.
Yeah.
There it is.
This is him.
So good. I mean, it's the best karaoke song, isn't it? You gotta really I mean, you don't even have to hit the high notes. You just gotta like restrain your voice so you don't do what Andy did.
I think Kylie Kelsey says that Jason Kelsey does Total Eclipse of the Heart.
Oh yeah, that's a
his
good
karaoke,
one. Yeah,
which is a good one. All these like power ballads are good if you just go for it, you know?
Well,
still unknown.
I like Cowboy Take Me Away.
Oh, that's a good one too. I used to do Joan Jett. I love rock and roll. That's a pretty good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's a good one.
It's also like power ballads are better as a duet, I think.
Yes.
The best one is Tequila.
Ooh.
All
Which
you
one?
say is
Tequila.
Tequila.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, the last time, because before the break, you had mentioned like our karaoke songs, our go-tos.
Yeah.
I do not have one. I have not done karaoke, I'm guessing, in a good 20 years.
Okay.
And the reason is because the last time I did karaoke, I'm not exaggerating, I could have gotten my friends and I killed. Like murdered, killed.
What were you doing?
About 20-ish or so years ago, I was with some friends of mine. It was a joint bachelor party, like bachelorette party.
Oh.
And I mean, and the guys and girls.
Always a bad idea.
Well, this was what the bride and groom wanted.
Mhm.
They're my close friends. This was, I'm guessing, about 25 or so years ago.
The story it gets longer ago every time you say it.
Yeah.
At first it was 20, now it's 25.
I'm trying to create distance, Momo, because it was not my finest moment. But anyway, like the guys and girls were separated for like a day or so in Big Bear, and then everyone came together for the last day.
Okay.
And we're at this very, very dive skeevy bar in Big Bear.
Uh-huh.
And they were doing karaoke. And I, in the beginning, did not want to do karaoke at all. It's not really my thing. But the bride and groom really wanted everyone to do it. So I'm like, okay, fine. I'm also very, very drunk at this point. Like, very
This is day 3 of a bachelor party.
Yes. My friend Shannon and I did a duet of Sweet Child of Mine, Guns N' Roses.
That's a bold choice.
It was a bold choice. And we were having fun with
Like
it.
no one can be Axl Rose.
Nobody can be Axl Rose, but Shannon and I decided to give it a go, and we're really leaning into it. We're really trying to get the crowd into it, have fun again. I was also very drunk. And I noticed that, to my liking, the crowd was not into this enough. So on the mic, I look out at the crowd and I go, come on, Big Bear, what are you guys, a bunch of thing I can't say on air?
No.
It was like the record scratch needle.
Oh, God.
Everything went silent.
You
This is
called out a bunch of bikers?
I don't know if they were bikers. They were definitely scary people.
Did you go Big Bear? More like big, you know what?
I said, what are you, Big Bear? A bunch of... And it went silent. And my friends are all like, AK is going to get us killed.
Oh, no.
He is going to have a bunch of people looking to beat him up. And we're going to have to get his back. And we're all going to get killed. Like, this was a rough bar. We all left after My Sweet Child of Mine.
Yeah.
Did you finish the song or did you leave?
No,
after
they
the
started
silence?
actually taking us down during the "Where do we go now?"
Yeah,
They just brought it. They just brought
Where
it. Like,
do you go? You
where-
go out the door.
Yeah, where do we go now?
Now.
We go to pay our tab and then we
We
leave.
leave,
So
yes.
ever since then, I have not done karaoke for my own
There's
safety
a
and the
fine
safety of my
line.
friends.
Yeah, there's a fine line on karaoke where like part of the joy of karaoke is you get to pretend to be a rock star for a moment and you get to engage the crowd a little bit, but you really got to make sure people want to come along for the ride.
Yeah,
That
it's got to be
they're
the right
as
time. It's
yeah.
got to be the right time of night. You also
Yeah.
have to be joyously singing something that everybody
Correct.
knows.
We were joyous. Nobody got. We wanted more fun.
Participation.
But
yeah.
seemingly, everybody
You
has
can't
something the same level of
demand
inebriation.
participation. You can implore. You can ask for it. But you cannot demand participation there.
I'm seeing right now.
Yeah, bad idea.
The YouTube comment section from Mr. J Rose 719. Mountain folk don't play. From Aunt Esther 710. Big Bear peeps are weird. I go there every year and they have some real interesting folks there. From JJ Reddit, the locals.
All love to Big Bear.
I've had fun at Big Bear, but
That's
the
JJ
locals
Reddit,
hate visitors.
not Reddit.
JJ Reddit,
Not
yeah.
like the Laker coach. Okay.
But that was my last time
don't
doing.
do that again.
Tonight at 6 p.m. after DeMarco and Travis, don't miss a brand new edition of Lakers Talk with me. I'll be taking your calls. Those who did not get in during Sports Graffiti, Walrus and Encino, specifically thinking of you, call in 877-710-ESPN. I will be giving you all hope and fear. Last week of the season is upon the beaten up purple and gold. Then at 8 p.m., the Meet the Partners podcast, where Chris Morales sits down with Todd Goldstein, Chief Revenue Officer of AG and LA Live. That's all 710 ESPN and the brand new ESPN LA app.
Here's what you do if you're the Laker coaches. You go get everybody's draft show when DeAndre Ayton was taken #1 overall. You get all the hype videos, all the commentary about how he's going to be the next. What was he going to be picked as? I mean, he was picked ahead of Luka, Trae Young, and all those guys.
He was picked ahead of Luka. He was picked ahead of Trae Young. He was the #1 overall pick.
Yeah, he was really good. But I'm sure Jay Billis said some amazing stuff about him. I'm sure whoever we had on the draft that year just talked about how the future was limitless for DeAndre.
Well, remember, too, then owner Robert Sarver, he was particularly intrigued by DeAndre Ayton being a University of Arizona guy.
Oh, yeah.
This was a big deal.
Yeah.
What was crazy was that at the time when Vlade was running the Kings, he didn't take Luka. He was familiar with Luka.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was insane. Took Marvin Bagley instead.
Oh, you go show the Marcus Smart was, I think, 6th or 7th overall.
Yeah, I believe it was
He was picked right before Randall. The Celtics had the pick before Randall.
Randall was the 7th overall pick.
Okay, so Marcus Smart was 6th then. Go find some video from that draft. I remember covering that draft because the Lakers were in the lottery every year, and I used to be the lottery correspondent.
I remember I was at the Lakers facility doing a show for 710 ESPN. We were live coverage of the draft when they drafted Julius.
I mean, go get everybody's hype video. Marcus Smart, Defensive Player of the Year.
3-time all defensive team.
Yeah, but go find some high school hype videos. Go find some college hype videos. All these guys, everybody in the NBA can score 30. They all have at various points in their career. When they were in high school, they were beasting people. You got it in you. You know you can score. You just play a certain role on this team, but right now it's your time to shine. All these guys are free agents.
Yeah.
This is to me going to be the challenge for the Lakers until Luka or Austin gets back, is getting people who bought into their roles to now completely throw that all out the window and just play hero ball.
Well, I mean, but that's
what they have to do, though.
That's why, getting back to our earlier conversation about JJ and the dust up between him and Rui, which ultimately seemed like it was okay, but it was 3 minutes into this game. JJ was clearly hot. The dust up between him and Vando, that, a couple dust ups during the actual game. Vando left without talking. DeAndre Ayton catching a bit of strays from JJ about his inability to catch of late.
I know, that was rough.
I think JJ needs to be careful that he doesn't all of a sudden make guys want to play for him less. At the risk of the war analogies, the bunker mentality. You want to make sure
you know what, though? These dudes are grown men. They've had coaches come at them before.
Of course they
have. I had tough coaches in college too.
Sure.
My coach, some of the things he would say to me, I cannot repeat on air. They were 4-letter words. All these things.
I'm not saying JJ should baby any of these guys or worry about their feelings.
You guys make millions of dollars. You're in the NBA. You're clearly an amazing athlete and player. You got it in you. So I agree with you.
It's how you do it. It's how you do it.
But at some point, that can't be the reason why you're not able to. Of
course.
Whatever JJ says and does, that can't be the reason why you don't let it fly or you don't let it.
I'm not justifying it. My concern would be cause and effect.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it would be a justified effect. I'm saying if the effect happens, in some respects, it doesn't matter if it's justified or not. That's what the Lakers are left dealing with.
Yeah. So much of coaching is about emotional intelligence and how do you build somebody's confidence up to where they can be free and clear and they can perform at the level that you need them to and buy into the role that you need them to. But there comes a point when you just gotta let it rip.
Yeah.
There comes a point when you can't worry about that. By the way, Dodgers have now taken a 3-1 lead. Oh, no, that's a replay.
That was a replay from last. I did the same exact
Oh, my God.
thing.
I was like, it looks like 3-1 because they got a runner on first. Okay, that's Miguel Rojas who came up after hitting a home run this last time up.
But if Miggy Rojas does something big, they could take a 3-1
Okay, yeah, never mind. Sorry. You did the same thing, right, Em?
Did.
That was
did.
very confusing. Very confusing. Okay.
Everyone was very exciting. Speaking of the way coaches comport themselves,
Yeah.
Gino Auriemma has now officially apologized for his behavior.
And Don Staley had something to say about his
Don Staley had
apology,
something
too.
to say as well. Like, does this change the heat that Auriemma is taking right now? We will discuss that next. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
It's the Rich Eisen Show on ESPN LA. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon before Mason and Ireland.
Does the league need to do something? And by that I mean this. In this new league year window where you could do whatever you want, 2 days of negotiating, right? Any trades that happen before or during it should be transacted on the spot. What are we waiting for? Why do trades have to wait, right? Why do trades have to wait? I need an answer to that. I haven't gotten a good answer to that. Obviously, physicals need to be made, and everybody believes that it's not a failed physical. Everyone knew what his knee problem is. It's not like buyer beware. They were aware. But does the league need to do something about that? Because they're not going to step in and say the Ravens did something off because it's not official. It's the yellow line. This whole thing is the yellow line until 4 o'clock Eastern time.
Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon before Mason and Ireland. The Rich Eisen Show on LA's mega sports station, ESPN.
ESPN LA.
Welcome to Pacific Palms Resort, a full-service destination in the San Gabriel Valley. Stay in spacious, first-class accommodations with stunning views and savor an unforgettable meal at Red Restaurant and Bar, the hottest dining experience in the San Gabriel Valley, featuring culinary delights designed to excite even the most refined palate. Tee off on one of our 2 PGA-designed golf courses, a favorite among seasoned golfers, then relax at our Oasis pool or indulge in a rejuvenating spa treatment. Discover luxury hospitality at its finest at Pacific Palms Resort.
Hey LA, it's Bethel Duran. Head to Northridge Toyota and Wondering Toyota today and drive off in a brand new, beautiful 2026 Toyota Tacoma SR5 for just $209 a month on a 36-month lease. $209 for a Tacoma? You already know it's got to be Northridge and Wondering Toyota. Your trade-in is your down payment. It's a limited time offer. Nobody's going to take care of you like my guys at Wonderies and Northridge Toyota.
2026 Toyota Tacoma SR5 iForce 2.4-cylinder turbo 5-foot bed. Double cab 4x2 RWD model. MSRP $40,628. Base 10,000 miles per year and excludes tax, title, license, and dollar fees.
Do you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans? With credit card debt at all-time highs, Debt Relief Advocates is urgently notifying consumers of debt relief now being made available designed to aid consumers with out-of-control credit card debt. Those who qualify and enroll for this relief program may only have to pay back a fraction of what they owe. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. This is a relief program that credit card companies would rather you not know about, as it could end your debt nightmare and save you lots of money. Consumers owing at least $10,000 in credit card debt or personal loans can now take advantage of this debt relief as the cost of living skyrockets. For free information and to learn what debt reduction you may qualify for, simply go online and visit DRA.com or call 800-433-8909. 800-433-8909. Again, that's 800-433-8909.
The biggest show on the radio.
Mason, Ireland, you guys are clowns.
Screw you, Josh.
Damn.
Mason and Ireland on 710.
Mason and Ireland are clowns. That's going to be a drop for a long time.
Why not?
Back to the guys.
Brian, you're living dangerously with this. We know what happened the last time Andy got into this.
Felt like a good idea at the time.
Nope. The only thing that's a good idea is this guitar solo at the beginning. It's so good.
But with karaoke, it's kind of an odd choice because it's a lot of instrumental build-up.
Yeah, it takes a long time to get
We
into this
wanted
song.
the build-up, man. This was me and Shannon on stage. We were excited. You want to talk about power
Can
ballads?
you just go like, you know?
Oh, we were doing the swaying. We were doing the axle. Like, I mean, look, I told you, I don't really like doing karaoke, but if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. And if that means potentially dying, that's what I'm going to do.
I mean, I think this is really more a song for Slash than it is for Axl. Nope. It's not Axel.
Oh, it's tough.
You just...
Well, I mean, respectfully, you're no Ann Wilson.
I agree. I didn't say that I was.
Okay.
But I just... taking on this...
It was a bit... Look.
It's a bold choice.
It was a bold choice. I probably had a BAC of about 2.7 at the time, so it didn't feel that bold.
Yeah.
There might have been other stuff going on as
weird.
well.
The last time I did karaoke was at a child's birthday party.
Wow.
Yeah. My friend Megan and Alex, they had a karaoke machine at their son's 3-year-old birthday party.
BAC?
No, not at all.
Okay.
I wasn't drinking at all.
Oh.
No. But we rocked out to like some Moana. You know, like it was more like Disney songs.
No, that night I could have either been shanked by a local or died of alcohol poisoning. Like there was a whole lot going on in danger me that particular night.
I will say, Disney songs are good karaoke songs too. They are.
Which one would your go-to?
All of the ones from Frozen.
Oh, I would do I'll Make a Man Out of You from Mulan.
Oh, that's good.
It's a really good one.
Yeah. I liked Let It Go is a pretty good one.
Let It Go.
I can really...
You're Welcome from Moana is pretty good.
Yeah, you're
That's
welcome.
a really fun
Yeah,
one.
and you can do the Maui
Right.
part.
Well,
yeah.
that's good too because respectfully to Dwayne Johnson, that is not a hard voice to keep up with.
It's a talky song.
Yeah,
it's good.
It's great.
Yeah.
It works out.
Frozen
good
and
enough.
Frozen 2, Into the Unknown. That's
pretty good.
That one, I really cannot hit any of those notes. Idina Menzel is amazing in there, and it's really daunting.
I remember one year for New
Into the
Year's.
Unknown.
And then we'll get to
There's
Gino.
just no way.
We'll get to Gino Auriemma in just a sec. But I remember one year on
I
New
bet
Year's.
he could hit those notes.
Well, he could hit them loud. Whatever notes he could hit them
Yeah.
damn loud. But my wife one year, we were just at home for New Year's. I think my
Uh-huh.
daughter was still an infant or whatever, and she wanted to watch Adele Dazeem,
Okay.
Idina Menzel,
Yeah.
do some type of like live singing on New Year's. And I was like, all right, whatever. I was mesmerized. She was amazing. She was real. I mean, I knew she had a good voice, but watching her sing live, albeit on TV, I was like,
She needs to have like a bigger solo career.
I saw her on Broadway
Yeah.
in the musical If Then. That was actually the last musical in the Richard Rodgers before Hamilton. So they had to end early because of Hamilton.
Yeah.
Wasn't a great musical, but she's incredible.
Oh,
The most amazing one, though, to me is Kristen Chenoweth.
Yeah.
So talented at everything. And when she is singing, she sang the national anthem before Game 7 of the NBA Finals this year in Oklahoma City because she is from Oklahoma City. And I recorded this like from the nosebleed press box up there. And it was, I still, even on an iPhone recording, I was getting chilled. Like she has like just so talented as an actress, a singer, a performer, everything, and Broadway star.
yeah, no, she's incredibly talented. Transitioning awkwardly to Gino Auriemma.
Yeah. Well, the whole thing was awkward.
Yeah, it was awkward. He and Don Staley, what was it, 4 days ago? Sunday. They had this dust up.
No, it was even before that.
Okay, Saturday.
No, it was Friday.
Friday. However many
Yeah.
days ago it was that they had this dust up after South Carolina beat UConn.
It was kind of the whole game.
Yeah.
It
And
just kept going on and on and on.
right. And Gino Auriemma was very much in Dawn Staley's face. She was giving it right back to him.
She
and
stood her ground.
Yeah, she absolutely did, as well she should have. He was very much being a sore loser.
Yeah.
He initially put out a public statement that apologized to the South Carolina staff and the program and the team, but did not mention Dawn Staley by name, which if you're going to bother with an apology,
Correct. Get it right.
That's apology 101.
Mhm.
Apologize to the person that you wronged
Mhm.
most. He has since then put out another apology last night. Quote, "This morning, Dawn Staley and I spoke about our interaction after the game last Friday. I apologize to Dawn, her staff, her team. I've lost more games in the Final Four than any coach in history, but Friday I lost something more important. I lost myself. Those who know me know I have nothing but respect and admiration for the game and the coaches who coach it. Dawn and her team deserve to win. They deserve better from me. Women's basketball deserve better. My university, my athletes, my former players.
There you go.
And our fans deserve better. Dawn and I have agreed to move on, and we hope the focus will shift back to the growth in women's basketball. The game deserves it." Is that enough, Momo, to get everybody off Gino's back?
Yeah. I mean, look, you still did what you did.
Yeah.
It's still a bad look what he did, but that's a good apology. I can understand in the heat of the moment. Look, they were undefeated, and they just got their ass kicked. Like, it was South Carolina absolutely thwarted everything that UConn was trying to do. They slowed down their offense. I felt like UConn could barely they were stuck in mud the entire game. And Gino was wrong about Sarah Strong tearing her jersey. Remember, he thought somebody else tore her jersey, and he didn't even know. And even post game, when he's trying to make a deal of that, he was wrong about it. Like, somebody clue him in, like some SID, sports information. Somebody go to him and be like, "Hey, actually, you were wrong when you said to Holly Rowe during the game, Sarah tore her own jersey."
Mhm.
Somebody tell him that before he gets in front of the microphone.
Yeah.
Okay, he probably was in no position or condition to hear it.
Right.
He was so angry and disappointed, which I can relate to that. Like, you just lost in the national semifinal. This was a dream season for them. They lost. That sucks. I get that you're mad, but we expect sportsmanship from people at the highest level. We don't tolerate sore losers, and also, and this should be said, Gino has a history of getting into it with other high-powered female head coaches, namely one Pat Summitt.
Yeah.
Okay. The UConn Tennessee rivalry, the Gino Pat thing was real.
Yeah.
And I know that was 20 years ago, but that is context for this. And so when I saw him get into it with Dawn, that's immediately where my head went, and I didn't like it.
And all tournament, he had been complaining about the schedule. He'd been complaining at the rims and the balls. And basically, he had been loudly setting himself up for, if we lose, it's not because my team isn't talented. It's because the other team, the balls, our lack of our schedule was all messed up.
Yeah.
And it's just basically putting everything on everything else but himself and the players that he coached.
Highly recommend, by the way, a piece at The Athletic written by Jerry Brewer
Yeah, it was a good
about
story.
this. It was really, really good.
Yeah.
Real quick, Michael Malone hired to coach UNC basketball. You know Michael Malone.
Yeah.
You like this?
Hell of a coach. And I also think it speaks to how big the college game has gotten. They obviously needed a big name, wanted a big name. I think his daughter plays volleyball there, so it'll be nice for him personally to do that. It also made me think that he didn't want to wait and go through a transaction cycle in the NBA.
Right.
Of like, what jobs are going to open up? Are those the ones you want? Does he have a good shot at those? It's like you kind of took the bird in hand. And I don't blame him for that. I wonder what that's going to look like in college, because I don't know. We just saw Belichick do that.
That was actually the next thing I was going to ask.
Being a good coach doesn't always make you win in college.
But like, does UNC now seem like a program that, I know they're blue blood, particularly in basketball, but do they seem like a program that is messier than we might have thought just 5 years ago, 3 years ago?
Nah, I just think that everything's been professionalized. Everything it's all about how much you're paying the best players. It's how good your GM is. It's how good your organization is. I don't think it's about who the best coach is anymore, unless you're at like a Division III or you're at a lower level D1, and that's how guys get promoted. Like, you have a good run, and then you get another job at a bigger place. But I don't know, these top blue blood colleges. It's not just about the coaching anymore. Right. And so I think.
Do you think he has the personality for it? Because you know him.
I do. I like Michael Malone a lot. He's real and he's fiery and he can connect with people.
Which works better in college.
Yeah.
I mean, I know the player of college level is different than it was previously, but it's still, you can be more of a, I don't want to, another way to say it, you can be more in charge in college basketball than you can be in the professional, which is, I mean, if I remember correctly, kind of why he got ousted at Denver was because of his coaching style, or am I wrong about that?
No, I think you're not wrong about it.
Might have been
Sacramento is just everybody gets
they're a mess.
Worked in Sacramento.
Yeah.
I think for him I don't think. Okay, you want me to give you a 30-second version of why they got fired in Denver? He and the GM didn't see eye to eye. It was a mess. The GM wanted him to play like a lot of the young players and buy into this youth movement, build, develop Peyton Watson, Julian Strother, Jalen Pickett, and Malone wanted to play the vets. And he, to the point where he wouldn't even sign certain, the GM wouldn't sign certain guys because you're like, no, Malone's going to play him over one of these young guys that we need to play. Malone wouldn't play Christian Brown enough or Peyton Watson enough or whatever. Now, I think if you look back, he should have played those guys more because those guys are good. Peyton Watson's really good. Julian Strother's good. Jalen Pickett's had a good year.
Getting coaches to trust young players is always a challenge.
It was this big organizational mess. And I would also say, I think that Malone was the leader of that team verbally and emotionally. Like, he was the fire and the brimstone, and he was the guy in the huddle yelling and screaming. And he did that because they don't have a lot of natural leadership. Like, Jokic isn't that kind of a guy. But you've seen that now that Malone is not there. You see Jokic yelling and screaming.
Right.
You see him. You see Aaron Gordon is I think Aaron Gordon is really the heart and soul of that team, having been around the Nuggets quite a bit. But I see more leadership from Jokic. I see more from Murray and Aaron Gordon than I did before, because you don't have the coach doing
Someone's got to fill that vacuum.
Yeah, and by the way, David Adelman, really good coach.
Yeah.
And also kind of a hard ass, even though he seems really nice and stuff. If you know him, he
looks like they hired the team accountant.
Yeah,
to coach
kind of.
the
Yeah,
team.
I see what you mean.
You would never in a million years, if you just saw a photo of David Adelman, say, guess his job.
Yeah.
NBA coach.
Yeah, although look, Brad Stevens had that look too. You know, I mean, like
I think David Adelman looks even less cool or less sort of outwardly athletic.
Have
less
you ever seen
sports industry.
or read the children's book called No, David?
No. What is it?
Look it up.
Okay.
That's all I think of when I think of David Adelman.
But David Adelman's a really
no shade.
Like
but,
people who
he's a
people
good coach.
around, he's a really good coach, but he's not a pushover.
No.
Like I would say this, when you look like he does, you cannot be a pushover.
Absolutely.
And I don't think it's overcompensating. I really think he's a tough dude. Like, you don't mess with that dude.
There you have it. I mean,
he stepped right into that role.
He grew up also around
Yeah,
NBA.
it's Rick Adelman's kid.
Right. So he's not going to be intimidated by it. And he has been a really good replacement for Michael Malone. Ryan Windhorst on earlier today, I believe with Cappy. He was on with Cappy.
It was on the morning show.
He thinks the Lakers this offseason need to prioritize LeBron before everybody else when it comes to building next season's roster. We will get into that. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive.
Is this Different Strokes?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Weekdays starting at 3 p.m.
Different strokes it takes. Different strokes it takes. Oh.
Yeah.
Now, Trudell could be Arnold.
Only one.
Wow. So Travis is Mr. Drummond?
That's meaner than what he just said about Trudell. Do you know the TV show Different Strokes?
Yes.
You know the characters in the show?
Yeah, Gary Coleman, shorter.
Yes.
Sort of gentleman.
DeMarco called you Arnold. And then Beto goes, well, Travis could be. Mr. Drummond was like 75 years old.
Okay, so basically, what's the bigger insult?
Yes.
And the insult would be for me that I'm short?
That you are 4'8".
Okay. If you are making short jokes, you're just not very smart or creative.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN.
Vista Paint is California's original paint company and has been serving pros and homeowners since 1956. Our paints are formulated for lasting performance, beautiful finishes, and made to withstand the weather. Vista Paint, locally made, expertly crafted, always reliable.
Feel the vibe, the speed, the adrenaline. The Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach roars back April 17th through 19th. It's a pulsating 200-mile-per-hour beach party. 6 races featuring the sleek MTT Indy cars, IMSA sports cars, and more. Saturday night, rock out with Kings of Chaos. Kids 12 and under free with a ticketed adult. Tickets at gplb.com. The Acura Grand Prix, April 17th through 19th. The Long Beach vibe is back.
You're sitting at a red light or stuck in traffic, and your phone lights up. Maybe it's a text, a video call, a new post, or a quick notification you think you can check in a second. It feels harmless, but the truth is, once your eyes leave the road, you're not really driving anymore. And traffic doesn't pause just because you do. That split second of distraction can throw off everything. Your reaction time, your awareness, your ability to avoid someone else's mistake. You could damage your car, injure yourself, or hurt someone you care about. Or you could get pulled over for a reminder that your phone isn't worth the risk. So before you start driving, make it easy on yourself. Put your phone on silent. Toss it in the glove box. Set it to Do Not Disturb. Put the phone away or pay. Paid for by NHTSA.
Looking for a vodka with standards? Blue Ice delivers. American-made from Idaho potatoes, gluten-free, non-GMO, and only 64 calories an ounce. Enjoy the classic Huckleberry with lemonade or award-winning double espresso. Blue Ice vodka, premium taste, nothing extra.
Adam Schefter here. Did you know the average employer sorts through about 250 resumes for one job opening? Well, if you're hiring, here's good news. You can now review resumes and applications faster thanks to ZipRecruiter. With ZipRecruiter's new feature, qualified candidates who are very interested in your job show up at the top of your list. No wonder ZipRecruiter is the #1 rated hiring site based on G2. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/sports. That's ZipRecruiter.com/sports.
Progressive knows sports brings people together, but you gotta feel bad for people who don't even get it. Some people will never know what it's like to see their favorite team's hopes decided by a ping pong ball to draft the next superstar. Or not. I mean, sure, it's silly for your happiness to hinge on the success of a 20-year-old entry-level employee, but you just can't help yourself. The stress is exhilarating. Progressive can't bring people together like the draft, but we can bring your home and auto insurance together with a bundle. So switch and see if you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers not available in all states or situations.
Steve Mason and John Ireland.
I mean, what I'm thinking is, don't you know who I am? You're not responding to me?
I'm Steve Mason.
Exactly.
Mason and Ireland.
What? It's an outrage.
It is an outrage.
Back to the guys.
What can I say except
you're welcome
for the tides, the sun, the sky. Hey, it's okay.
This is a cute one to have kids sing
You're
because,
welcome.
like, with their little voices, they might have a
So
little
cute.
speech thing with this. It's really cute.
Also, this is a good example of staying within your limits.
Yep.
Like Pierce Brosnan in Mamma Mia, this is what you should have done.
Hey, Mamma Mia was great, though.
It was great. I'm just saying, like, he wasn't good at singing.
Yeah,
And,
he was not
and
great.
neither is The Rock, but he's enough here that we're fine with it. There's
I
nothing.
mean, Pierce Brosnan could have been like the Stellan Skarsgård character who doesn't really sing at all. Like, that character doesn't sing at all, really. Colin
Pierce was
Firth
like,
is a little
really?
bit.
Yeah, Colin Firth's okay.
Yeah, he's good enough.
I mean, look, if you're talking about something like Mamma Mia, all you need is ABBA. It doesn't really matter how
I
any
know,
of these
you're
people
right.
sing. Like, the ABBA takes care of itself.
But like when you know that you can't really hit all those upper register notes, like just land the plane. You know,
Land the
just,
plane.
Just do what Dwayne Johnson did here.
Look, a lot of people, by the way.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. A lot of folks are wondering whether or not this summer Rob Pelinka can land the plane.
Okay.
This is a very, very important offseason for the Lakers. Regardless of what happens in the playoffs, we'll see if maybe they can stave off elimination long enough for Luka to come back from Spain, be able to play, try to make some type of playoff run. We will see. But regardless, this offseason, the first one where they will have true flexibility to build a team that Rob envisions around Luka Doncic, this is going to be, I think, the most ground-up opportunity that they will have. It will not be perfect. They're not steeped in assets. Like, it's not a perfect roster, not perfect free agency, trade opportunities, but it's as good as it's going to get for a while, which means a lot of decisions for Rob Pelinka and a lot of priorities. Brian Windhorst, earlier on the morning show, thinks that LeBron, actually, this offseason needs to be priority number one.
LeBron's cap hold is enormous. LeBron's cap hold is like 60 or 65 million.
Right.
Okay? So the Lakers have to deal with LeBron first. And this is going to be kind of difficult because is LeBron going to know on June 15th what he's going to do for next year? Okay, let's say he wants to play. How much are you going to play for? Because the Lakers either have to sign LeBron to a new contract or renounce his rights to get rid of that $65 million. They've either got to have LeBron, what are you going to play for next year? You're going to play for 30? Okay, good. You've got 30. Now you're cap hold. Now you're going to be for 30. Now we've got that other 35 to do stuff with. LeBron, you don't know what you're going to do next year? We got to sign these players. I'm sorry, LeBron. We're going to have to renounce your rights. Good luck to you. Now his cap hold 0, but they can't then go over the cap to re-sign him.
Can they renounce his rights, go sign other guys, and then sign LeBron to the lower number later?
No.
Why not?
Because once you renounce the rights, you don't have the ability to exceed the salary cap to sign your player.
Yeah, he's right.
Yeah, he's right in the way he's laying out all of the cap mechanics with this. I think he is wrong in the way he's prioritizing this. I think LeBron needs to be a back burner in terms of prioritization. Like, I think, and that's not, by the way, me saying that they can't bring back LeBron. They have to, though, prioritize first future forward building. Like, they have to be prioritizing, if possible, longer-term pieces around Luka and presumably around Austin as well that enhance what those guys do and offset their weaknesses. And their weaknesses are very similar. Their strengths are very similar, but their weaknesses are very similar. They need to prioritize longer-term fits around both of those guys to address this team's lacking athleticism, lacking defense. You can never have enough shooting, like all of those things. That's not to say LeBron can't be a part of the equation at some point, but in my opinion, he has to be a back burner item, not first priority.
Yeah, what Brian is saying, and I think he's right about this, is that it's not even just about prioritizing him. It's just the salary cap mechanics of it, which you kind of have to know. You have to know if A, is LeBron playing again next year? B, does he want to be here, or does he have another option? Is he going to go through a free agency tour? Is he going to meet with other teams? But that cap hold is going to keep them from having the max space for other people.
Right.
Like, everybody has a cap hold, and it's based off of what you made last year.
Yeah, Austin Reaves, for example, he is going to get paid by either the Lakers or somebody else, and it's a number that I think a lot of Laker fans, at least the ones I hear from, are uncomfortable with. I'm just letting people know you have to start wrapping your minds around the idea of Austin Reaves making, I would say, $35 million a season minimum. Maybe higher.
It might be more than that.
I was going to say maybe higher, but I would say wrap your head around $35 million a season, and maybe you end up pleasantly surprised, but it could end up higher.
Yeah, because if you renounce LeBron, they can still re-sign him, but you're limited in what you could re-sign him to. It would be like maybe the mini mid-level,
or even the full mid-level.
Yeah, or the full mid-level. But you want to use that on a new player.
Absolutely. I mean, again, this is why even if, say, you know LeBron's number, like let's say the Lakers and LeBron talk before free agency, LeBron says $25 million. Mm-hmm. Let's just say that's the number. Not saying that's good number, bad number, whatever. Just that's the number. Even if you know that number, you still, in my opinion, need to be prioritizing the longer-term, younger fits for that cap space before you start figuring out or even earmark LeBron's $25 million of this. I just think that's the wrong way to go about doing this. Acknowledging LeBron has leaned into the asks this season. I think he's found a role that fits with him and Luka and Austin. Like, it's not anything LeBron's doing wrong. It's that he's 41 and you're trying to build a future, and also with some degree of continuity and stability. Like they keep turning over the roster every year. You need to start building something with sustainability.
Yeah, the teams that are winning are the ones that have younger players that grow and develop together.
Yes.
They have a style, they have a system. A lot of them are drafted and developed. You know, that Luka's already a little old for that now to be playing with rookies. So you want to get some younger players, but somebody more in that 26, 27-year-old range. That's why the Mark Williams trade was originally attractive for them.
Yeah.
I think the Lakers, this is just my sense of how this is going to go. I think they'll probably have better answers by the time we get to free agency, because I think one of the best ways to improve their team will be via trade. And that's probably in and around the draft based on who does or does not win this year. There's only one team going to win. So all those other teams that are not, that go out in the second round, that go out in the conference finals and they thought they were contenders, they're going to have to do something different.
Are you picturing that trading into space? Because they're not going to have a lot to trade.
No, they're going to trade into. There's a lot. I think they can use their space.
Yeah.
To get other players, to get other good players, as opposed to using their space for free agents.
Right. And although there's a couple free agents I'm going to be keeping an eye on, like, for example, what the Thunder do with the team option for Lou Dort. Like someone like that who's got a Cason Wallace in the wings who's playing very, very well, younger than Lou Dort. But there's a lot of options out there. Maybe not perfect, but there's optionality for Rob Pelinka, word he likes to use. And again, I think LeBron has to be one of the back burner items. Otherwise, I just feel like they're not doing this right. But we shall see. Coming up next, Fast Track. We're going to hear some items from Emily and from BC. That's coming up, 710 ESPN.
Mornings in LA start with Sedano and Cap.
Yeah, Michelle, I've taken a lot of heat around here for not knowing who Yoshi the dinosaur is. And then does this have something to do with Mario Brothers or does it not?
Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
Because I only knew Mario from the video game Donkey Kong from 1982.
But Michelle, you know who Mario and Luigi were.
Of course. I mean, I'm Italian. Of course I know Mario.
Right, I was just going to say.
It's over here.
Me.
It's right over here. It's right over
here. Those are
here.
our guys, please.
Yeah, I mean, two Italian plumbers. You're Italian. Exactly.
I know.
Wait, those guys are plumbers?
They're plumbers.
I didn't know they were plumbers.
Cappy's face when you said
I didn't know
two
they were plumbers.
Italian plumbers.
I didn't know those guys were plumbers. Really? I thought those guys just climbed ladders to get the Donkey Kong. I didn't know that.
Looking at them now, excellent mustaches.
Oh,
for
very
Mario
good.
and Luigi.
Yeah, very good.
Very good.
And they're great athletes, these guys. You
Two
should see
lovely
these guys.
mustachioed gentlemen. So.
Yeah.
The Morning Show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN Los Angeles.
April brings showers, and I'm bringing soap. Lots of it. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Comedy icon Eddie Griffin takes the stage Friday, April 17th. Get your tickets now.
Number 2.
Get a 3-piece mixing bowl set the 14th when you earn 500 points on your rewards card.
And the number 1 reason.
Win a Polaris Razor Pro R Ultimate. Earn entries playing your favorite table games. Be here April 30th, 10 p.m. for your chance to win.
Morongo. Good times.
Your next Subaru is waiting for you at Subaru of Glendale. Lease a brand new 2026 Subaru Outback Premium CVT for just $299 a month plus tax for 36 months. One at this payment, VIN TY 49 2096, MSRP $39,545, $3688 due at signing. $299 a month plus tax? Check out Subaru of Glendale. Call 888-855-6434 or check out SubaruofGlendale.net. 10,000 miles a year, Motor Code TDD-13. Subaru Motors Finance lease rates extended to well-qualified buyers with above average credit, subject to credit approval. Not all buyers may qualify.
Purple and gold-blooded. The Lake Show play here.
Tomorrow, the clock is ticking on the regular season. Just 3 games remain before the road to the playoffs begin.
Ahead to Reaves. Alley-oop to LeBron. Slam dunk. Highlight play of the month.
And now, it's a Western Conference heavyweight clash. Lakers, Warriors from the Bay Area. Coverage begins tomorrow at 5:30 p.m.
This is the home of the Lakers. 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
The LPGA Tour returns to Los Angeles for the JM Eagle LA Championship, presented by Plas Pro, April 16th through the 19th at El Caballero Country Club. Come watch 144 of the world's best female golfers, including LPGA Major Champion Hannah Green and 2025 Champion Ingrid Lindblad. First responders, military, and kids under 17 get in free. It's more than just a golf tournament. Get your tickets today at jmeagleLAchampionship.com.
The home of Rams football, and now the home of The Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon, KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
And it is 2 p.m. in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mason in Ireland.
All right, it is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track.
The return of Fast Track, driven by our friends at Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
Down low is 350Q, 3.25 horsepower, 4-speed, 410 gears, 10 coats of competition orange, hand rubbed lacquer with a blue plain manifold, full race cams.
Fast Track on Mason in Ireland.
Time for Fast Track. Take it away, Mace.
It's not Mace today. It's Momo and Andy Kamenetzky. I got you. You're mid-bite. I got you. Finish those berries. You know, we got Emily here. We got Brian here. I'm sure they got great content for us in Fast Track. They're first, Em.
There. Thanks, Ramona. So the Pittsburgh Pirates...
Zoom.
Pittsburgh Pirates fans have taken this new... they have a new celebration for when they hit a home run. It's called... they call it... I had it here for a second. But you raise a cone. Oh, hoist the cone. That's what they do. So when you hit a home run, people in the outfield will have traffic cones and just be like, wow, we got this. But
I was thinking ice cream cone, but okay.
It's causing an issue with construction around the Pirate Stadium because people are stealing it from their sites. So here is the local news talking about this issue. Brian hit it.
Yeah, I'm in downtown Pittsburgh, just across the bridge from PNC Park that you can see across that bridge, just a 5-minute walk away. But take a look at what you see when you look that way. straight down the sidewalk, you are seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, and many more traffic cones, all ripe for the picking. The ripe part, okay. The picking part, not so okay. It's actually illegal to steal a cone. Fines start at $50 plus the cost of replacing the cone. Still, a lot of places are now reporting stolen cones. For example, Jefferson Hills Borough posted on social media Tuesday, we know you want to pick this up, but not all cones are for hoisting.
Yeah, that's no good. That's going to get someone in big trouble, that's for sure.
Yeah, so they should, buy them online, whatever they need to do.
Maybe one that's a giveaway every day or something to that effect.
All right, so, yes, the guy is suggesting that maybe the Pirates should go into this and give away cones, that people would hoist a cone that they don't have to steal, but get over it, construction sites. Let people steal your cones. It's fun.
Get over it.
Yeah, get over it. It's not that
I know.
expensive.
You don't want to be the cop who arrests somebody for stealing the cone, right?
The cone Karen?
Yeah.
And in college, I had friends often that would get drunk, steal construction, various items, and bring them back to the apartment late at night. So come on, it's okay.
I've indulged. In the past,
I don't know.
my younger days.
The
I've
same
indulged.
Andy that will do that in karaoke.
That many years ago. Many years ago, different person now.
I mean, I just think the Pirates could take care of this and just have cones in the parking lot for people to bring inside.
Yeah, say this is like the cone specifically says you can take this.
Yeah.
Make it like a scavenger hunt.
There's a
or an
sign
Easter
that
egg
says
hunt.
free cones.
Free
Yes,
cones. Like you just, it's kind of a public safety issue.
That is
Hey.
I mean, I don't know.
No, you're
Kinda
right.
need those. Like, I
You're
just think the
right.
Pirates could just buy a bunch of stuff really cheap, put it there, return your cone at the end of the game, leave it there every day.
Return your
Return your
It's like a
cone.
free
You don't need to
library.
take
Take
it
a
home.
cone, leave a cone.
That's it.
What do you got, BC?
Fast track.
Oh, well, I do like the giveaway idea, especially if it was like a little cone. You give those away.
Yeah.
Something that possibly could get you in the door. Toronto Blue Jays last night celebrated their inaugural season 1977 with a 77-cent hot dog promotion night. So pretty interesting. I think they regularly have a Tuesday $1 hot dog night. This one's 77 cents. Sold over 100,000 hot dogs before the seventh inning even started.
Wow.
Would this get you into the door if the Dodgers were doing a 77-cent hot dog night? Would that get you into the door?
The answer is yes. My answer is yes. It would actually make me go. I would eat like 3 hot dogs. It works because like right now, I'm all health conscious. And I'm trying to eat better, and I just get one dog.
Hey, but it's protein.
It's barely debatable.
Protein from rats. And
it's lips and
Yeah.
skin
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
whatever they
Hey,
put in
protein's
there.
protein.
Like not a real. Many processing
protein is in collagen?
At some point, it was part of an animal. At some point, but it was
Maybe.
many processes
Maybe.
ago. Maybe debatable. I do think cheap hot dogs would get me to go. I'm not proud, but it's true. They cost so much money. It does keep me from eating just one because I don't want to spend $20 on 2 hot dogs.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
It would maybe get me in the park just because if, say, my wife was a massive Dodger fan
Yeah.
and my daughter, who doesn't particularly care about baseball, but just for the experience, wanted to go. They both like hot dogs. It's an economically better night for me to go. Hot dogs repulse me. I hate hot dogs. I hate them. Like, you know how at the station, when it's your birthday, Stephanie sends out the email to us.
I
tells
didn't
some
read the one
questions.
about you, but I knew it was your birthday recently.
One of.
I meant to read it.
Oh.
I meant to. I had a thought that I should.
You had a thought, like Mason with every one of your articles. He had a thought to read it, and he never does.
But I know you pretty well.
Okay. One of the questions that Stephanie asked was, what is your unpopular food opinion? To which I said, hot dogs are gross. I hate hot dogs. Have ever since I was a little kid.
Really? What happened to you?
I think it's because when I was a little kid, I got sick eating them.
Well, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
And ever since then, it's been like a sensory sight,
Yeah,
smell,
ask
taste.
Travis about cinnamon.
Yeah, I can't stand. I like bratwurst, Polish sausage,
Oh,
all that. I just hate hot dogs.
Yeah, I get it.
I don't even like most hot dogs condiments. Like I hate relish. I hate ketchup. Like
God.
I am not a hot dog dude.
If you are a hot dog person, though, and you're listening, there's a great book that I read. It's called Raw Dog by Jamie Loftus. She does like a trip around the country, trying different hot dogs, trying to find the best hot dog place, different like cultural hot dogs in different cities. And she's also going through a breakup at the same time. So it's both a relationship book and a hot dog book.
By the way, the White Sox, speaking of giveaways,
yeah,
Tuesday, August 11th versus the Reds, they are giving out White Sox Pope hats. Because
like this.
Our Pope is a massive Chicago sports and White Sox
This
fan.
works for me.
Yeah, that is a great giveaway.
Hoist the Pope hat.
Hey, there you go. There you go. What else you got, Em?
That's it for this section of Fast Track.
Brian,
but
anything?
could you tell us about what's going to happen later tonight after DeMarco and Travis?
I forgot that Fast Track is now 2 parts. Tonight at 6 p.m. after DeMarco and Travis, do not miss a brand new edition of Lakers Talk with me, Andy Kamenetzky. I will be taking your calls, giving us hope and fear as the final week of the season is upon our beaten up purple and gold. Then we're followed at 8 p.m. by the Meet the Partners podcast, where Chris Morales sits down with Todd Goldstein, the Chief Revenue Officer of AEG and LA Live. Hopefully Chris allows Todd to talk. That's tonight on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app. So that's coming up next, and more Fast Track, 710 ESPN.
It is Fast Track on Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles, driven by Cerritos Auto Square.
And it is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track.
Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
More Fast Track next.
ESPN LA is black and gold. Follow LAFC on the quest for trophies all season long. Every match, every pass, every goal. The home of LAFC is 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Hey everybody, it's Cap. Is it time to sell your home? Whether you're downsizing, moving, or inheriting a property, call Seller's Advantage. With decades of experience, they offer custom cash solutions and can close in days. No repairs, no hassle, just a great offer that gives you peace of mind. Call 888-390-AS-IS or visit sellersadvantage.com. Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
Providence Realty, DRE number 019-15-21-2.
Harry Douglas here. Game day brings the excitement. Your stay should feel just as memorable. With Marriott Bonvoy, official hotel partner of the NCAA and U.S. Soccer, you're connected to a portfolio of brands designed for how you travel. Some offer complimentary breakfast, others give you room to spread out, space to stay productive, or extended stay comforts. So whether you're a traveling fan or part of the team, Marriott Bonvoy celebrates the moments that live on before and after the game. Marriott Bonvoy, where game day checks in. Harry Douglas here to tell you about Confetti Craze 5-Hour Energy. It tastes just like the best birthday cake ever. Vanilla, buttery, frosting vibes. It's basically a party in a bottle. And here's the best part. All cake, no sugar. And you know I love my cake. So I get that big birthday energy without any sugar guilt. The bottle's small, easy to toss in my bag, and perfect when I need a quick, tasty caffeine boost to cakeify my day. The Funfetti flavor is back on 5hourenergy.com or Amazon. Crack open a Confetti Craze 5-Hour Energy shot today.
Fast Track.
And it is Fast Track on 710 ESPN. Mason and Ireland on the all-new ESPN LA app, 7:10 a.m. and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. Fast Track now back in the 2 p.m. hour on Mason and Ireland, driven by Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com. Once again, back to Fast Track and back to Mason and Ireland on 710.
More zoom, man.
So there's a lot of magic in the air today. So on this day in 1983, in front of a live audience of 20 tourists, David Copperfield makes a Statue of Liberty disappear.
Emily, this was a different time. You won't understand how big of a deal this was.
All right.
This was massive.
That is one thing. We can get to it. And yesterday, firefighters in LA here fought to save the Magic Castle. There was a fire at Magic Castle, and they saved it, but the amount of damage is up in the air. So I would like you, Annie, to tell your story about the Statue of Liberty disappearing, and do you believe in magic? Either
Do you believe in magic?
Do I believe in magic? Yeah, I think I do. A little bit. I mean, I know there are magicians who make crazy things happen, and it is not exactly magic how they do it. They're just really good at it. But I do think there are things that happen that cannot be explained in the way that we think.
So you
of them.
believe more in the supernatural
Yeah,
than
a
the
little bit.
magic?
Yeah.
This was such a big deal.
It was.
Emily, at the time. Like, I don't remember all the details because I was, like, I don't know, maybe 11 or something like this when it happened. I just remember it took, like the pre-internet world, less fragmented society, people could focus on the same thing. Everybody was taken aback by David Copperfield. This is also during a period where, like, David Copperfield and Doug Henning and, like, it was a big time. It was a big time in America
for
illusion. Well,
Yeah.
illusionists.
Yeah, that's right.
Not
well,
just
now
magicians,
they call themselves mentalists.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Doug Henning was very specific about this.
Mm-hmm.
He was an illusionist. He was not a magician. He was this guy who looked kind of like a
What's
hippie.
the difference?
You asked Doug Henning a lot. He was an illusionist, not a magician. That's where, remember in Arrested Development, Job always refers to himself as an illusionist.
Mhm.
He always says that it's magic. It's not. It's an illusion.
Yeah.
It's not a trick.
And yeah, now we have Oz, the mentalist or whatever,
Yes.
that goes around to all the NFL
Yes.
teams and says, "Oh my gosh, you were supposed to win the Super Bowl."
Yeah. I will say, I do think Copperfield was an incredible showman.
Yes.
Like the way I just remember everything about him was like very like almost like Vegas-y,
Yes.
like kind of Vegas showman. Like,
Yep.
And there was a lot of like the way he would stand there and let the moment breathe for a while.
Yes. Oh, well, there was theater with like
Yeah.
Copperfield and Doug Henning. Like
Yeah.
they were like big stage shows.
Mhm.
Like I remember seeing Doug Henning when I was like 11 or 12 or something like that. Like he filled a pretty big theater, and it is a full-on show.
Yeah.
He also David Copperfield landed Claudia Schiffer. Some would say that was the greatest magic
Amazing.
trick he ever pulled off.
Illusion.
It was an illusion.
Did he actually land?
Have you guys seen, by the way, that it's gone viral many times, but the clip of David Blaine doing that magic trick in Harrison Ford's house where he makes this, he's doing some type of card trick, and it finishes with the card that Harrison Ford chose inside an orange in like a bowl of fruit in Harrison Ford's house. He takes apart this orange, sees the card inside the orange, and he looks at David Blaine and goes, "Get the bleep out of my house." It's so funny. Like,
awesome.
These guys are really, I mean, however you want to explain what they do, they're
really good.
They're
Have
really,
you guys been to the Magic Castle?
Yes, I have.
yes, eons ago, but yes.
I went once, and it was pretty fun.
I babysat this weekend for a family, and they
Ah.
kind of called me last second because they got reservations
Yeah.
for the Magic
Oh,
Castle.
you want to go.
Somebody has to invite you. Somebody
Yes,
who's a member.
you got to know somebody.
By the way, Dodgers up 3-1 in the 7th. Will Smith drove in Miguel Rojas, who had an amazing slide to score that third run there. And I'm sure the people in Toronto have had just enough of those two, Mickey Rowe and Will Smith.
BC, what you got?
track.
I got the notification last night of the benches clearing incident in Anaheim. One of my biggest pet peeves is when you get that notification. Oh, you see what's going on, and it's a whole lot of nothing. The bench is clear. Usually 9 out of 10 times, nothing happens. It's kind of a waste of time. That fight yesterday, though, that was good.
That was real.
That was one of the better baseball
They
fights.
just handed down the suspensions.
Okay, I hadn't seen that yet.
They each got 7 games.
Okay. I did kind of hear that Lopez, who was the pitcher, they were going to possibly extend his a little more because, the pitchers, they don't play every day. So to kind of equal it out.
7 looks like 2 starts, yeah.
But one of the best baseball fights I've, seen in recent years, Lopez holding the ball in his hand while he's, throwing a punch to Soler, hits him on the head. The Braves manager comes out, tackles Soler. Used to be teammates. The whole thing is kind of wild. What's your take on, good baseball fights here?
It's got to feel like it's not a hold me back, where these guys are just doing this for theater.
Yeah.
It needs to feel like, no, really, they want to fight, and you can tell. Like, it when you see it, when this is not everybody doing a big show. This is, seriously, these guys want to actually go at each other.
Like the one in Game 7 of the World Series with the Blue Jays and Wroblewski, Like, it felt a little bit more like a show than it was. But also, no one actually wants to fight in Game 7 of the World Series because no one wants to get ejected from the game and alter the fate of your team in any way, shape, or form. But that one was also ridiculous because why would Wrobleski hit your 9-hitter? That's just stupid.
I don't know. I mean, I just never fought. There was one time we were really mad. This girl had gone in.
Oh, you're talking about your games at Stanford.
But like girls we don't always fight. Like we don't. I mean, it's happened.
I got into a fight at playing water polo.
Hey,
yeah, I got ejected.
Dude, water polo.
Yeah,
water polo is a dirty sport.
Well, then specifically, there's ways in which it can get more out of hand than just the dirtiness that is kind of allowed in the sport. Me and girl got into it, and I also yelled at the ref. And then that's also when I got ejected.
Wait, Emily, you thought you were right? I cannot see this coming. What a shocking turn of events.
My coach was incredibly upset with me, so that was.
I mean, I remember playing soccer once. I almost threw I didn't do anything, but I had the instinct because somebody did a very dirty slide tackle on me from behind, and I was really mad about it. The way it's just, you know how there's people who like don't know how to do a slide tackle, like they're just clumsy and unathletic, and I'm like. You totally could have broken my leg right there. And I got up and I was like mad, but I just was like, no, she's just a doofus. Like she didn't mean to do that. It wasn't, I don't know. I remember the only time we almost had like a team thing in college, we were playing UCLA and the UCLA shortstop went in cleats up on our shortstop trying to steal second and like really, really egregiously cleats up. And those are like metal spikes.
Yeah.
And we got really mad about it, but we didn't do anything.
High school.
We just got mad about it.
During a high school football game, there was some sequence going on where someone was blocking me, and the whistle blew. They would not stop.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, wouldn't stop. I took the guy's legs, swept him out from under me, threw a punch, connected, and then remembered he's wearing a helmet.
Oh, that's
so I hit him closed fist. Right into his helmet.
Break your hand?
Don't hurt your
hand. I did not break my hand, but I got much more the worst of that one. That was, it was very dumb.
Yeah.
But I was really mad. Really, really mad.
Yeah,
So-
the only time you ever really get mad like that is when you feel like somebody's intentionally trying to hurt you.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that usually sparks these kind of fights. And I think, having a baseball in your hand as you're hitting someone is trying to hurt them.
To that point, too, I think they said it was a little personal because they were teammates before, so there could have been something.
Yeah, that was a hell of a fight.
I'll explain a little also about my fight is that she tried to kick me in my chest while sitting backwards and like legitimately did, and then got her foot inside of my suit and scratched me with her toenails.
Ew.
So that's why I fought this person.
I get that.
Whoa.
I would get mad. Yeah.
That's a little extra.
It was. She was.
I mean, but all of water polo is a little extra.
No, seriously, water polo.
What happens under the water?
Yeah, it is a seriously dirty, cutthroat sport.
Oh, yeah.
Emily's like, I got nothing. You're right.
Yeah, you're right.
It is.
All right. We were talking just baseball and brawls. Yoshi Yamamoto, he had another good outing last night against the Blue Jays. He is currently sitting on, I believe, a 2-1 record with a 2.50 ERA. The ERA is basically identical to last season. He looks every bit so far the same guy that was the World Series MVP Game 7 hero. Bill Shaken from the LA Times wrote an interesting piece posing the question of whether Yamamoto, who clearly has Cy Young talent, Cy Young stuff, will ever actually win a Cy Young during this period where the Dodgers are front runners for the World Series because the rosters are so loaded. They don't need Yamamoto to carry them. And they might be just thinking about October, not putting that type of pressure on Yamamoto. And therefore, he won't ever have the type of campaign that would win him a Cy Young, even though we know the talent is there. It's an interesting question.
Yeah, look, I think he could have won last year, but the bullpen blew. How many wins of his did they blow? Like 4? It was at least 3 or 4.
There's a lot. He didn't get a lot of run support during the season last season.
But he left the game. Like I remember he would pitch like 7 or 8 innings, and Tanner Scott, Kirby Yates, all those guys, all of those meltdowns seemed to happen in Yamamoto games that could have been wins for him. And I don't know. Paul Skeens was probably just going to win no matter what, but I think Yamamoto had a pretty good case if he had 3 or 4 more wins. I think he'll have a shot at it because he's just that good. He's just going to pitch a lot. And the big question is really just, I mean, you can't do much about Paul Skeens. He's inevitable.
I mean, it's kind of like
He's
the way
that good.
Well, it's kind of the way people talk about,
Yeah.
if not this season, it's coming with Wemby.
And the Pirates are not playing for postseason. I mean, they would like to.
This
but
year they
they're-
kind of are playing a little
I mean,
more. Yeah.
earlier this season, it's hard to judge whether or not their team will be
Yeah.
eventually there in the postseason. But generally speaking, the Pirates do not have World Series aspirations. They have, let's get into the wild card aspirations
Yeah.
and see where we go from there, as opposed to the Dodgers, who have World Series aspirations. And with that, you have to manage your pitching staff. And, give them ups and downs, maybe have less innings on them. And that might, again, like I know you explained, affect the stats that Yamamoto has. But of all people, Yamamoto is incredibly durable. And he is somebody that maybe you let him go longer and then it helps with the bullpen long term.
That's what I was going to say. That's the flip side. And I think Bill's asking a smart question. But I think the flip side of his question is if you can actually get more out of Yamamoto, like more innings, longer starts, it actually helps preserve your bullpen to try to prevent things that happened last season. Because the Dodgers bullpen last year had to cover for a lot of starters getting injured.
During the regular season.
Right, during the regular season. And down the stretch, you could tell they were absolutely fried to the point where everybody was worried that the bullpen was going to be the thing that did the Dodgers in.
And they basically did in Game 7 didn't use the bullpen pitcher. They went from starting pitcher to starting pitcher to starting pitcher in order to cover that.
Right.
And obviously, if you're the Dodgers and you have the luxury of having so many great starting pitchers available, but of anybody that you could push the innings on, it seems like Yamamoto's the person to do it.
You know what's so ironic about that, too, is with the Japanese pitchers, and I remember this happening with Yamamoto, there was always that concern of the Japanese leagues are different. We don't know how they're going to adjust, not just to different batters, but like different physicality in Major League Baseball. Are they going to be, for lack of a better way of putting it, too fragile? Yamamoto's not a big guy on top of it. That dude is durable.
Mm-hmm.
He is an absolute warrior. Like that dude wants the work.
Yeah.
Like he wants the pressure. He wants, we saw in Game 7, he was willing to pitch for a third time. Like that guy does not seem, I mean, I know there's always going to be concerns about injuries or whatever, but it's just ironic considering where he came from to the Dodgers and those concerns to us now talking about if there's one guy who would have the duration and be able to put up with that type of work, it would be Yamamoto.
Blue Jays are making a game of it here.
Uh-oh.
I thought that was going to be a 3-run home run, but it went off the wall.
It almost got stuck in the wall, which is interesting. Me and Brian were reminiscing about Game 7 when that ball got. Oh, was it Game 6 that the ball got stuck in
Game
the
6
outside? Yeah,
that was
So,
the
with
outfielder
with the two
Andrew.
hands
What's
up,
his name?
James Dean, not James Dean.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. He's on the
Anyway,
Giants now.
Yes,
Yeah.
Justin Dean. That's his name.
Justin Dean. There you go.
But that was a 1 in a million shot. But they are not down. That was not a home run.
It's 3-2. That was close though.
That was really close.
And you know what? It's because it's not a starter in there. Jack Dreyer came in, it's kind of blowing it here for Shohei, who had a really nice game for 7 innings.
Shohei got hit a lot, but he didn't have a lot of runs.
Okay, let's see if we can get out of it.
Yeah,
3-2 Dodgers.
1 out.
1 out in the bottom of the 7th.
And men on second and third. Dodgers trying to get out of this. Jack Dreyer trying to get them out of this. But back to the original question. I do think if there is somebody that would break this conventional wisdom with the way the Dodgers treat their rotation, I think Yamamoto's a pretty
He's
good
almost
candidate.
like LeBron. Like the more he plays, the better he is. Like I just think he has that rubber arm. Like I was watching this game earlier, and it was Louis Varland. Remember that guy who was pitching like every single game for the Blue Jays? There's certain players that they just do better the more they're out there. They sort of defy convention.
By the way, speaking of the Dodgers, sad news per MLB, Davey Lopes passed away at 80. He was a 4-time All-Star second baseman. He was part of the Dodgers 70s, just those great teams, I believe 80s as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like he
was an advisor to the team for a long time.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. I mean, if you are a Dodger fan of a certain age, like I remember when I was younger seeing Davey Lopes play, I just couldn't remember the exact years to years. I believe he was on some of the 80s teams that won World Series as well. Like very, very beloved by Dodger fans. So just like you said, he was also a part of the Dodgers afterwards. So just a great career and sad news for Dodger fans again of a certain age.
the Blue Jays have tied it up now, 3-3. Dalton Varsho got a hit up the middle.
And Dave
Dryer's
Roberts
coming out.
Yeah, Dave Roberts.
This is why they don't throw their bullpen.
Yeah. And this is
Sorry,
why.
this is like I'm having last year flashbacks.
Yeah, I mean, this is why, frankly, if you
This
can
is why
keep,
you didn't get to pitch last year, Dryer.
this is
in the
why
World
if you
Series.
can keep Yamamoto out there, you do it because
Shohei's like, come on, man. I'm trying to win the Cy Young myself.
for the most part,
He was
Yamamoto
in position to win.
He will beat the alternative. Are you concerned about J.J. Redick keeping his cool during a very pressure-filled time for the Lakers? That's coming up next, 710 ESPN.
Mornings in LA start with Sedano and Cap.
And did you hear about Kyle Shanahan?
Well, that's the sound we're about to play.
Okay, jerk face, I'm working with you here so we can work in unison.
Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
See this? You don't have to be so snarky about it.
Well, I didn't know where you were going.
God.
That's why I set it up.
Sound, you know?
That's what I was trying to do.
At least
Right, we're doing it together, like as a unit.
I didn't know.
Yesterday, I got called a doofus. Okay?
I didn't know we were working together on it.
And George told me yesterday, doofus is a much lighter, easier,
Oh yeah,
sweeter
no,
thing to
this
say.
was annoying because of it, just the tone.
Right.
Well, I didn't know if you were about to cut me off
I
or
can't
what.
tell that you're setting it up by the way you're talking.
Well, you didn't give us a lot on Aaron Glenn, so I thought maybe you were doing something else, so I was going to try to steer it. That's all.
No, it wasn't.
Trying to help you.
They signed the guy.
Listen, doofus.
The hell kind of question is that?
Yes, thank you.
The Morning Show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN Los Angeles.
John Ireland here, and when it comes to vodka, I like a winner, and Blue Ice Vodka delivers. America's largest potato vodka. Double gold rated, just 64 calories an ounce, and made from Idaho potatoes. Clean, smooth, no additives. Blue Ice Vodka. Vodka with standards.
Welcome to Pacific Palms Resort, a full-service destination in the San Gabriel Valley. Stay in spacious, first-class accommodations with stunning views and savor an unforgettable meal at Red Restaurant and Bar, the hottest dining experience in the San Gabriel Valley, featuring culinary delights designed to excite even the most refined palate. Tee off on one of our 2 PGA-designed golf courses, a favorite among seasoned golfers, then relax at our Oasis Pool or indulge in a rejuvenating spa treatment. Discover luxury hospitality at its finest at Pacific Palms Resort. You're sitting at a red light or stuck in traffic, and your phone lights up. Maybe it's a text, a video call, a new post, or a quick notification you think you can check in a second. It feels harmless, but the truth is, once your eyes leave the road, you're not really driving anymore. And traffic doesn't pause just because you do. That split second of distraction can throw off everything. Your reaction time, your awareness, your ability to avoid someone else's mistake. You could damage your car, injure yourself, or hurt someone you care about. Or you could get pulled over for a reminder that your phone isn't worth the risk. So before you start driving, make it easy on yourself. Put your phone on silent. Toss it in the glove box. Set it to Do Not Disturb. Put the phone away or pay. Paid for by NHTSA.
The biggest show on the radio.
I got from M and Brian a can of Ready Whip, which will not go to waste.
Take a
I
hit.
promise.
Take a hit.
Take a hit right now. Yeah.
Mason and Ireland on 710.
By the way, you know who loves this sound? My dogs love this sound.
There we go.
Nice.
Back to the guys.
Shout out to Copperfield, Blaine, Henning,
Magic Castle. Glad
Magic
you're okay.
Castle, Magic Johnson, all the magicians out there. The Orlando Magic Palabang. It's an illusion. That was always Doug Henning's thing. It was an illusion.
The Prestige.
The Prestige, the Illusionist. Now You See Me.
Brian loves Now You See Me.
I just
Do you?
watched the latest one last night, the third one.
I was going to say, are there just 3 or is there a 4th?
I'm pretty sure just 3 because I watched the third one. So
And the third one is Now You See Me, Now You Don't, right?
yes.
Did it do well?
No.
I mean, I enjoyed it. That's all that
Okay,
matters
box
to me.
office
yeah?
wise, no.
So you're saying the odds of seeing them for a 4th time, we've probably seen them for the last time.
I don't. The way they end the movie, this seems like there's for sure going to be another.
Well, that's the thing. You always have to leave open the
Always.
possibility. You always have to leave some type of possibility.
I mean, National Treasure 3 is still in the works because they added National Treasure 2 with a huge cliffhanger.
Is Nick Is Nick Cage? Do you know if like this is in production? Like, is this?
He's been talking about it for forever, and I have been asking for this constantly, and no one will give me the answers.
I do know that National Treasure is a very important movie.
Gary Bruckheimer, if you're listening, please make a third.
Right now, Momo is locked into this Dodger game.
It's bases loaded. Blake Trinan on for the Dodgers, trying to get the second out of the seventh inning. Bases loaded 3-3. I know we're not supposed to play-by-play it. Just saying. Oh, looks like Trinan got him.
I was going to say, go like 1001, 1002, 1003, and then all of a sudden we're not doing play-by-play.
Yeah, okay.
By letter of the law.
Okay.
Somehow. So JJ Redick, he was pretty hot, heated, emotional.
Yeah.
Seemed like before the game began, but certainly from
It doesn't take much for JJ.
No. JJ is wired very intensely.
He drinks a lot. He feels like he drinks a lot of coffee.
Okay, you really needed to clarify there because you started to say he drinks a lot.
I know,
and I was
yeah,
like, whoa.
I know, yeah. Feels very jittery to me.
Yeah, JJ
drinks a lot of coffee.
JJ is somebody.
I don't know if that's true or not. It just seems like it.
He is somebody that if he is a coffee drinker, Red Bull, or like by noon, cut yourself off. Like, I don't think JJ should be an
He's
afternoon.
just really intense, and
Yes.
I think that's why he was good as a player. I mean, he's.
Look, I think I want to preface everything that I may say with this. I think JJ is a good coach.
Yeah.
I think he was a good hire for the Lakers. I think he's gotten better in his second year from his first year. I think he will continue to grow as a coach. I also think that his work ethic and that like maniacal prep and the intensity, I think on balance, it's going to serve him well.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday, though, did raise some concerns about, the candle burning a little too hot, or maybe at both ends, and the question of that intensity doing JJ in. Had some concerns about it. Like 3 minutes into the game, he was screaming at Rui Hachimura, pulled him out of a game. I'm not, other than he said was not doing his job. It's not clear what upset him with Rui. Rui eventually got back into the game, played well. After the game, he noted a few times DeAndre Ayton and a specific issue.
Yeah, he's had trouble catching the ball. So we've ran a bunch of plays for him. He's just had trouble catching the ball. And, I don't know if that's the passing or if it's, him trying to get position. He hasn't been able to catch the ball.
What do you think the problem is, Momo?
That's rough.
Do you think DeAndre Ayton's having some trouble catching the ball? I wasn't quite clear if that's what JJ was getting at.
Dude, look, I'm sure he's saying that in every film session and every time he talks to him. This isn't like he's coaching through the media and not saying it to his face.
I believe you.
I don't think you say that out loud unless you are at your wit's end.
Well, JJ also, say whatever you want about him, whether you like him as a coach or not. The ability to be and the willingness to be confrontational does not seem to be a problem.
No.
Like, he spoke out loud in ways that I think were useful and necessary. The usage hierarchy with this team, where it's Luka will have the ball at the top of possessions most, then Austin Reaves, then LeBron. And he voiced this a few times. I think it was necessary for him to do that in order to get the buy-in that he needed. And not every.
And I also, I think most people, and I'm like this in life, I would always rather somebody be direct with me.
Yes, me too.
It's nice if you can say it nicely.
Yes.
It's appreciated, but I'd rather you say it I'd rather you say it directly than to talk behind my back and I never hear about it until it's too late for me to do anything.
Right.
So, and I guarantee you, he is saying, he has to be saying that to DeAndre. DeAndre hearing that in the press conference, or if he's driving around right now or whatever it is, he's hearing that and he knows already. This isn't news to him.
Oh, absolutely. But just because it's not news to him, hearing JJ say this publicly may hit a certain way.
That's right.
And, DeAndre.
You don't want to embarrass somebody.
Right.
You don't want to make insecurities worse. You don't want to make somebody lose confidence because they need that confidence.
Particularly if it is a confidence issue right now for whatever reason. But then what got most people's attention was the back and forth, the dust up, and really was like a dust up between JJ Redick and Jared Vanderbilt at the top of the second quarter. Vando had played for about 5 minutes. Something he did clearly upset JJ. JJ was not specific about it at all, but there was two different confrontations between JJ and Vando. The first was after JJ called timeout with his words, the express purpose of pulling Vando from the game. JJ, as a lot of coaches do, they move away from the bench, talking with their coaches. Vando actually confronted JJ in this moment, had to be separated a bit by Nate McMillan and Austin Reaves, and everyone's back on the bench. JJ and Vando are still going at it. Vando clearly upset about what's going on. Vando did not speak with reporters after the game. Here is what JJ had to say about that.
The confluence of things. Again, it's nothing personal with him. Normal stuff from my end. I think for all of us, being undermanned and we've got to scrap and claw. We've got to all be on the same page. We got to be great teammates. We got to all play hard. Called a timeout to get him out of the game, and he reacted. But again, normal interaction for me.
Normal interaction. I actually don't think he's lying there. I think that is a normal interaction for him and Vando.
It may be a normal interaction, but not publicly, and maybe not to that degree where it felt
uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable, but also it really jumped out at me that JJ so early into this said it's not personal.
Yeah.
Because there was at least when I was watching this, and I was watching it in real time, my initial thought was nobody asked if it was personal.
I just think Vando has the skill set to be an important player for this team. And I don't think you have the luxury of not playing him or having that relationship be this sour.
I agree.
They need him. They need a perimeter defense. They need somebody. And Vando can hit a three sometimes. I'm not saying that's a great option, but he can hit a three.
It's more important, honestly, that he become a better, more consistent finisher than hit that three. I think his problem around the rim is a bigger issue than the three-point shooting.
But what he gives them defensively is something they can't replicate anywhere else.
And as a rebounder and physicality and energy. And I don't have an issue with JJ. I mean, it's very clear that JJ sees a lot of flaws in Vando.
Yeah.
Because he's been taking Vando in and out of the rotation for the last couple years.
Yeah.
In my opinion, this is just my opinion, I think he sees Vando's flaws as more problematic than I think they actually are. But to some degree, that's a philosophical thing. JJ's closer to it.
To me,
whatever.
Okay, I also think that he clearly sees a lot of flaws in Dalton Connect. He doesn't play him and all the things. But it's okay. Dalton Connect's skill set is replicated in a better way by Luke Kennard. So it's fine.
And
Rui. And you don't have another person who does what Vando does.
Oh, then Marcus Smart. That's really it.
That's it.
And you need more than one guy.
So, I just don't think you have. It's I think they need Vando. You got to find a way to get more out of him.
And especially, too, we had talked about this earlier, and you'd mentioned, I think it's really important, the idea of knowing how to talk to each specific player. And I just feel like contextually with Vando, given that he has been yanked in and out of the rotation a lot over the last couple of years, and he's made it clear, I think he's tried to be a good teammate about it. I think he's tried to be a professional, but made it clear he doesn't quite get why, and he doesn't enjoy it. To call a timeout that way, that felt very much like I'm going to show this player up, I just don't think it's necessary. Yeah. He may be correct about everything he was upset about, but I don't think from an approach standpoint, that's the way to go about doing it, because even once LeBron is back, Smart is back, Hayes is back, you're going to need Vando in the rotation. They don't have other options.
You're playing Minnesota. You kind of need Vando.
Play Houston, you're going to need.
Play Houston. Hey, somebody's got to guard Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
Probably going to be
Somebody's
Vando.
got to guard Amen Thompson.
Yeah.
Jabari Smith Jr. You're
long,
need
athletic guys. You need somebody like Vando.
Yeah. Again, the way you go about doing this, especially with a guy like JJ, who I think his intensity and I think in some ways his perfectionism and in some ways some stubbornness led to the decision in the playoffs last year, Game 4, to play the same 5 guys for an entire half, which to me was insanity.
Yeah.
Because even if you end up winning that game, you have loudly announced to your entire bench, I do not trust any of you. And that's a problem for the rest of the series, even if you win that game. And I think JJ needs to be careful with the intensity of where the Lakers are right now and the urgency of where they are right now.
To me, when you had the 2 injuries back to back, Luka and Austin, I mean, it was a Friday and a Saturday, and it was boom, boom, just devastating injuries. There were 2 ways to play this, and you could just pretend like it's not happening and say, I still expect us to win. I still expect all you guys to go out there. You just fill different roles. Or you could kind of just laugh it off and admit, like, wow, this really sucks. And just kind of take the heat off of everyone and say, like, nobody expects them to win anymore.
Right.
Everybody expects them to get swept in the first round. I mean, if you're looking at their roster with who they might have to play, the most likely scenario is that they lose in the first round in 4 or 5 games. They're lucky
if you're playing the odds, yes.
You're playing the odds. Like, it doesn't even matter who they play at this point. Like,
it's going to be tough. No matter whether they play, it's going to be either
so
minutes.
Just relax.
Right.
Just relax about it. Maybe if you're loose and you're relaxed about it and there's no pressure on anybody at this point, maybe that helps.
Yeah, I mean, what JJ's trying to drive home, like the idea of right now in this state, attention to detail matters even more. Yeah. Urgency matters. Like, I understand that. But it's how you communicate the message that I think matters. And again, I just think he needs to be careful moving forward right now. Coming up, game of games. Whose game is it?
Brian's
game.
There you go.
There's always a moment of fear. I'm like, was it my game?
Oh, I actually asked Emily before the show.
Oh, God.
I'm like, just to make sure. It's not my game data, right? Because I got nothing.
And just so everyone knows, I have 2 games ready at all times. In case
good.
That is producing right there. 2 spare games. A backup game and then a backup to the backup game.
Because, like, if you don't know if it's your game or not, hopefully it's not yours, but there's a possibility it is, and you just didn't do it.
Yeah, I know. And that's a very, very awful feeling. But BC's got us covered. That's coming up next, 710 ESPN.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive.
With his fingers, or did he have a device?
No.
A device?
He went fingers.
Weekdays starting at 3 p.m.
By the way, Travis, last Friday on the morning show, we started the show by Bergie tickling Cappy's feet.
That was
long
gross.
explanation.
That was so gross.
Would you ever be down for Bergie tickling your feet?
No.
Okay. That was simple.
Why would I be?
I don't know, just to do some shtick.
Do you want somebody to grab your
good.
feet?
He asked him.
Maybe Trudeau will let you.
Your feet if you'd like him to.
I'm very ticklish.
Me too.
Me three.
I don't think I'm like abnormally ticklish, but everybody's feet are ticklish.
Mine, I'm overly ticklish on my feet.
Are you?
Yeah, and I can't control. When you tickle, I just start kicking. Yeah.
Greg signed up to do that voluntarily?
I didn't. It wasn't my bet.
Like with his fingers, or did he have a device?
No.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and live on YouTube.
Hey, it's John Ireland. Here in Los Angeles, our water is filled with chemicals and chlorine. That's why I got a LifeSource water whole house system. LifeSource cleans and conditions water from every tap. No salt, no regular maintenance, no more harsh skin irritating city water. Upgrade your water and your life with LifeSource. I did it and I'll never go back. For April, ask for the ESPN LA special. Get $500 off plus free installation for new customer. Call 800-WATER-99 or visit LifeSourceWater.com. LifeSource Water, it's not just better, it's essential.
When it's game time, there's no room for hesitation, and you better believe GM John Good will make you a great deal at George Chevrolet. Whether you're rolling in a power-packed Silverado, loading up the family in a spacious Chevy Traverse, or going all electric, John Good has the great deal you want at George Chevrolet. Amazing pricing, zero pressure, and the next level Chevy vehicles you want are at George Chevrolet, conveniently located off the 91 at Lakewood in Bellflower. Or shop at georgechevy.com. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Less than 4 in 10 kids aged 6 through 12 are playing sports regularly. 4 in 10 kids? Let it sink in. Just 4 in 10 kids. ESPN is building a nationwide coalition powered by Disney called Take Back Sports, with the purpose of training more coaches, expanding access, and creating community-driven sports programming that puts kids and fun first. We're working on that story. We hope you'll join us.
Visit takebacksports.org to learn more.
My name is Christine, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, was a healthy 34-year-old, and 3 months later, he was gone. Thankfully, he had life insurance. Ethos made it so easy. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. 100% online, no medical exam. Life insurance didn't take away the loss, but it did give us the space to just grieve.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. ethos.com/game. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
And it is time on Mason and Ireland for the final segment. The final segment of the show, always Game of Games time, presented by the one and only Jacob Emrani.
Call Jacob.
Call Jacob.com, and yes, that new telephone number, 800-345-6789. 800-345-6789.
Hi, this is Jacob Emrani.
Game of Games made possible by the law offices of Jacob Emrani. Let's do it. Game of Games time on Mason and Ireland. Take it away, Mace.
All right, time for Game of Games, and we are joined by Travis Rogers.
Yes, sir.
Explain for the folks watching why you're looking like Jack Nicholson right
Or
now.
Stevie Wonder.
Yeah, well, I just decided that I'm going to step my game up a little bit, start acting like a big shot,
Yeah,
wear
there you
sunglasses
go.
inside.
Honestly,
yeah,
you're kind of pulling it off.
I know.
Am I doing all right?
Yes.
That's
We
good.
got Ray-Bans.
It's good,
I mean,
yeah.
this-
And you never know where the eye contact comes.
Well, Emily says to me a second ago, she goes, do you have like eye surgery or something? And I didn't have eyes. I had an eye procedure earlier
They dilate
today.
your eyes?
They dilated my eyes, and I can barely see. So
How did you
it's all
drive
good.
here?
Not well.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Clear
I
off
made it.
the roads.
We got here in one piece. Didn't hit anybody or anything. It's all
PSA
good.
around 6:15 if you're heading to Orange County.
I've been told that my dilation will have been back to normal by then. So
Okay.
all good. All good.
I guess if you're coming from OC towards downtown and you're still with us,
Made it in
congrats.
one piece. All set. All set.
Okay, what do you got, PC?
Well, it is Masters Week.
And who's
so we
keeping
got a little
score, by
Master
the way?
game.
Okay, Emily's got it.
Yeah, I'm going to try it too as well.
Ooh, Masters game.
I think you're an easy favorite here, but the glasses, I think, also give you an advantage. Yeah?
Right, I like it.
Number one here, Rory McIlroy won the Masters last year, but according to the 2025 Master Leaderboard, who was the name all the way at the bottom? So who came in dead last?
Okay.
Noah Kent, Nick Dunlap, or Cam Davis? Start with you, Andy.
Dunlap.
Travis?
Dunlap.
Momo?
Just go with Dunlap because Travis said so.
And M.
Sure. 4 for 4.
It is Nick Dunlap.
There
Wow.
we go.
A total
You know
guess.
what? We should make Travis go last.
And no lucky losers.
Let's make Travis go last.
No. I never win. Trust me. That was more of a educated guess than a straight no.
You know the answers to these.
I might.
golf
Well,
games.
I might know some of them.
All
We'll
right,
see.
all right.
We'll see.
Okay.
Number two, which golfer holds the record for competing in the most Masters tournaments?
Okay.
Gary Player, Arnold Palmer, or Jack Nicklaus?
Okay.
Travis.
Gary Player.
Momo.
Jack Nicklaus.
M.
Gary Player.
And Andy.
I'm trusting Travis, Gary Player.
And smart to do so, Gary Player, yes. The
Yeah,
most
Travis
with
is going
52.
last from here on out.
Yeah.
All right, number three here. Which golfer holds the record for the most Master tournament wins? So the most wins. Gary Player, Arnold Palmer, or Jack Nicklaus?
Ooh.
Momo.
I'm gonna go Jack again.
M.
Nicholas.
Andy.
Palmer.
And Travis.
Jack.
It is Jack Nicklaus.
Ah!
6.
And so Momo, you got that right too,
I got
right?
that right,
So
yeah.
Me, Momo, and Travis got that one. So
I remember Tiger chasing him down.
Tiger's one short.
Yeah.
Travis and I have 3, and then Ramona has 2, and Andy has 2.
Cool. Number 4 here. The Masters continue their cheap menu for concessions. If you would to buy one of everything, how much would you spend? Also including the alcohol. So
Oh,
I have a
okay.
couple beers and a wine on on the list here. $68.50, $71.25, or $75.75. One of everything on the Masters menu.
Okay.
M, this one's to you.
68.
Andy.
75-75.
Travis.
Give me the numbers again, Brian.
$68.50, $71.25, or $75.75.
The first one you said.
I'll say 75.
75-75 is the correct answer.
All right. We made it up.
So Ramona and Andy are now
to go.
tied. Everybody has 3.
Great comment, by the way, in the YouTube section, and then I will.
Andy, you can't be looking at them. They're giving you answers.
I didn't even I did not even realize it was open until
Put your
now.
laptop down.
Well,
Okay.
Says from 55 Charger, Travis looks like the ghost of Ray Charles. I will close it. I honestly look. I'd be 3 for 3 or whatever if I've been cheating.
Travis, you need to go to that lady who cuts your hair. And today, because she thinks
Every
that you're
time
Jack
I go to
Nicklaus.
my barber, she says to me, and there's a language barrier between
Yeah.
the two of us, and she tries to explain to me every time that she thinks I look like Jack Nicholson. So now that I've got it, and the thing is, I
Yeah.
always play along like I don't know who you're talking about, and she always ends up with the guy from As Good as It Gets, and I'm
Okay.
like if you told me Jack Nicholson from like The Shining,
Yeah.
great, or
Yeah.
Chinatown, great, but like Jack Nicholson was like 75 when he made As Good as It Gets.
Number 5
Right.
here. So we said the whole menu would cost you $75.
Uh-huh.
Which of these menu items is the cheapest at $1.50?
Okay.
Is it the egg salad sandwich, the blueberry muffin, or freshly brewed coffee? I think we're back to you, Andy.
Egg salad sandwich.
Travis?
Egg salad.
Momo?
I'm going to go with coffee.
And M.
Egg salad.
It is the egg salad sandwich.
That's like a tradition, isn't it?
It's
No, it's
funny.
pimento cheese.
I did. Pimento cheese is the
It's
traditional
also,
one.
yes.
I did on my straight up yesterday some Masters menu stuff, coincidentally. So that's why I was trying to do the math
That
in my
tracks,
head.
by the way.
Yeah, it does. It does.
All right, next one here. Who holds the record for the most birdies in a single Masters tournament with 28?
Okay.
Tiger Woods, Jordan Spieth, or Scotty Scheffler?
Oh,
And Travis,
okay.
this one's Steve.
Woods, Scheffler, or who?
Jordan Spieth.
Spieth.
Momo.
I think it is Jordan Spieth. I remember when he had that tournament. It was crazy.
M.
Spieth.
And Andy.
Clean sweep.
It is Jordan Spieth.
Yeah.
28.
We're not letting Travis go first anymore.
All right. What's the score? Do you have the score again?
I think we're all tied up, right?
You
Yeah,
go
everybody's
last.
at 5.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, Travis goes last, Brian.
Yeah.
So everybody else goes first. Travis goes
I
last.
don't even think Travis should be able to play.
I'm not winning.
Hey, everybody's tied up.
I mean,
No,
we're
you're
losing to a
sandbagging
blind
this.
man.
You're
We're
just
like-
stringing us along. I know
Where'd
this is
everybody
going.
go?
We got 3 left here. 3 left. So how many golfers have won the Masters at least 2 times? So who have won it multiple times?
Okay.
8, 13, or 18 different golfers? Start with you, Mama.
13.
M.
8.
Andy.
8.
Travis. Doing a little quick math.
8, 13, and what's the other number?
18.
8.
18 is
Oh,
the answer.
wow.
No one got it, right?
Nobody, yes.
Yeah, I went with the middle.
Next one here. How many hole-in-ones?
And 2 left, right?
2 left, yes. How many hole-in-ones have there been in Masters history? So total
Okay.
number of hole-in-ones. 14, 23, or 34? M, start with you.
14.
Andy.
34.
Momo.
The middle one.
23, and Travis.
It's a guess. I'm going to say 34.
It is 34.
Yeah.
All right, so Travis and Andy take the
You
lead.
never do the middle. You're due for a middle. You're either high or low.
Oh, you
So
play
I'm-
that game?
Yeah.
When you took like the test in school, it's like it's
Yeah.
been B too many
I
times
know
in a row.
it's
It
been
can't
A
be
or
B and
C.
again.
It hasn't been the middle.
All
So
right,
it has to be the middle one of these
This
times,
is the last
Brian.
one, right, Brian?
Yes, last one.
Okay, so Momo and I have to go opposite of
Yeah.
Andy and Travis if we have the option to.
Okay.
we
last
do.
one here. If you are a betting person, who is currently the favorite to win this year's Masters? Scotty Scheffler, Bryson DeChambeau, or Rory McIlroy, who won it last year? I'll start with you. Our leaders go first here, yeah?
Yeah, so Andy first.
DeChambeau.
Travis?
Scheffler.
Momo?
Let's go with DeChambeau.
And M.
There's one that hasn't been mentioned yet.
Yes, last
Rory.
year's winner, Rory.
I don't want to pick it because I think it is Scheffler, but I'm going to go Rory.
It is Scotty Scheffler.
Yeah. Travis wins!
Yeah!
Play his music, Brian.
What a shock.
By the skin of my teeth.
Come on, do it.
By the
Lead
skin
into
of
it.
an azalea cocktail, which, by the way, is quite good. If you haven't had the experience,
Yeah.
yes.
I mean, we
indeed.
might as well have made this Masters and Simpsons trivia. Like, this thing was so rigged towards
I knew
Travis.
John
Really
wasn't going to
was.
be here, so I thought,
Yeah.
it's fair,
Masters
you know?
trivia and baseball reference. Like,
And I would like to
Yeah.
throw my hat in on any Brady Bunch related material. I think I would do quite well on.
90210.
and I was going to say, and the
90210
ladies
as
of 90210.
Claire
do you
Arnold.
want to do the tiebreaker just for fun?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Quick tiebreaker here. According to 2025 tournament data, approximately how many total putts were there in last year's Masters? So total amount
wow.
of putts.
For the entire
Okay.
field?
The entire field. And I'll give you a
Oh,
hint.
God.
More than 1,000, less than 20,000.
I
How
was
many-
going to say 6,243.
Dumb question. How many golfers are in the field?
That's a good question. I don't know.
I don't know.
Mine is
go with the number.
It's about 80 is the field.
okay. My number is 6,700.
Why you got to go so close to my number? Huh?
6-7.
It's like 50 times 30 times 15, whatever that number is.
Not a number.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm going to do that
15
real
times
quick.
8. What's 15 times
hold
8?
I'm going
You're trying to go.
11,001.
Did Momo, did you go?
I already said 6,243.
Okay, hold on. It's 15 times 30 times 15 equals 6,750.
Correct answer is 9,000.
Okay.
You would have. I did 6,700.
You
It was
did.
50.
That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah.
I think Andy would have won that one with 11.
There you go.
There we go. That's Game of
Anyway,
Games.
But I got to win.
I just didn't know if there was more. A Game of Games
Yeah.
presented by
they're
the
down to the
Call
last
Jacob
couple
That wasn't that fun
Injury
for me. I didn't enjoy
Hotline,
that
the
one.
only number LA Trust
yourself.
after an accident. 800-345-6789. 800-345-6789. Easy to remember as everything Travis remembers about the Masters.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
do
the
all right.
Simpsons
I pay attention to the
and Claire
Masters.
Arnold.
And Claire Arnold.
I should give you a score update here. Dodgers are trailing 4-3 in the top of the ninth, but they have 2 runners on base and Freddie Freeman at the bat.
And 1 out.
This
Yeah.
is drama. We will tell you what happened.
Oh, these poor Blue Jays fans,
we
man.
will
They're
tell you what happened during
Do
Super
it to 'em
Crosstalk.
again.
Super Crosstalk coming up next. Mason Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Mornings in LA start with Sedano and Cap.
How about Bergman snapping his finger?
That was a
making
good job by Bergman.
Great
Making
job
it
by
happen.
Bergman.
Making it happen.
I mean,
Nice
Bergman.
job. Yeah.
I mean, you're on top of this thing. That's the what is it? The school.
The Great Bergman School of Content.
There you go.
Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
You don't know the name of the school?
I forgot.
What do you mean you forgot?
For
How
a
could
second.
you forget?
I mean, you know.
He had an appointment yesterday, but he had to go to another thing.
Oh,
It's
right.
another
He
best
has to
of
come later.
segment.
Well, I'll tell you right now, I'm working on my PhD from the Bergman School of Content. I got my master's.
You did?
Oh yeah,
You did.
I graduated with a magna cum laude, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I decided
He
to
was
go
more
for my
Sigma
master's.
cum laude, but we can go on.
Sigma.
Magna's fine.
Sigma. Okay. Magna. What's a magna? I don't know. Do I know?
No, that's a
Anyway, whatever. I'm going for my PhD now, and soon, before you know it,
Yeah.
you're going to be calling me Dr. Kaplan. All right?
The Morning Show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN Los Angeles.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
ESPN AM 710 Los Angeles. It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk. It's time for Super Crosstalk.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
You didn't show them your eyes
Not yet.
bro?
Not yet.
I'm
We
telling
discussed
you,
it.
AK, this is why I don't go to horror movies. I feel terrible after seeing what's under those shades.
Oh, God.
Andy,
Yeah.
would you like to see it?
No,
not
let me
right
turn
now.
away. I
Right
swear.
now?
I don't
Sure.
want to.
Please.
I don't want to.
Oh, my God.
Oh, gosh. Oh.
Isn't that disgusting? Come on.
Let me see.
You know what?
Oh, it's okay.
Look
Maybe-
in the face of
That's
hell.
not as bad as what I was thinking.
I think they're a little better, but they're
Maybe
still
I've
not
been
great.
around too many people who've been on drugs. I'm looking at this and I'm like,
Does it scare you?
Travis looks. I mean, I've seen way where I was just in Vegas.
Oh, there
Like
you go.
it was for my daughter's volleyball tournament. But just if you're in Vegas, you see a lot of folks.
How many
Yeah.
hours did you log in the convention center?
No, we played in Balboa Bay, not Balboa Bay, Mandalay Bay.
Oh, okay.
Mandalay Bay, that
Balboa
convention
Bay.
center.
Oh, yes, yes.
But
Those tournaments can get rather lengthy.
you see some people.
Oh, yeah.
My daughter, by the way, is my daughter. She's 15. Her first time ever in Vegas. Horrified.
So
Really?
I've got a funny
Horrified
story.
by it.
My youngest son Michael is a huge fan of the Anaheim Ducks, and for I think it was his 12th birthday, we decided to surprise him and pick him up from school, and we were going to fly out to Vegas to watch
Wow.
a Ducks Knights game.
Nice.
Okay.
And so Michael had never been to Vegas. He's 12, and pick him up. So it's just the two of us. We go, we land, and games at night, and we decide that hey, let's walk him down the strip. I think you'll think it's pretty neat,
Yeah.
to get to see the flashing lights and all this stuff. And we're walking on the strip, and you know how they have like the showgirls out on the strip sometime that are barely covering any of their stuff, and Michael's like looking at the ground but sneaking a look off to his left and right every once in a while. And he goes, we pass these showgirls that got the feather boas and they're doing all
They're
this
just
stuff.
out walking on the strip?
Pretty much. And Michael goes, Dad, are they allowed to do that? And I said, in Vegas they are. Yeah,
they're allowed to
there
do
are
way more
no
than
rules.
that.
I said, here's what you do: you keep your hands in your pockets, and no matter what anybody tries to stick in your hands, you don't take anything. You just say no thanks and keep it moving. He's like, okay.
Was it that your daughter didn't like, or was it the lights, or what?
It was the lights. It was
everything.
The minute we landed in McCarran Airport, she sees slot machines in McCarran. She's like,
ding 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 ding.
That is the shock to the
our
system.
flight actually too. Our flight got delayed when we were at McCarran to come back here. So we're sitting in the airport for a few hours, and there was a slot machine basically staring at us the whole time called Momo Mummy.
Andy.
She was getting so mad at these blinking lights and the She's like, this mummy, I'm sick of Cleopatra. I'm sick of pyramids. She was so ready to get the hell out of there.
It is an assault on your system. It is, if you haven't been there before or in a while.
I don't know if there's a different mood, a larger gap in mood and enthusiasm than the difference from a flight to Las Vegas versus coming home from. Everybody on the way to Vegas is in a good mood. They're drinking on the plane. They're excited to get there. And then that delay, especially a delayed flight coming out of Vegas back where we're going,
home broke.
It's the most miserable hour-long flight you're ever going to take in your
12
life.
missed calls.
Speaking of which, the Dodgers just they lost.
Is it a wrap?
It's over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Toronto won, and it was like they won the World Series. They were so happy that they finally got one.
Like he pointed to the sky.
Yeah, he pointed
like,
to the
was
sky.
like, yeah, we did it. I'm surprised he didn't hug.
Seriously.
Rough trip for the Dodgers. They only went 5-1.
I mean, they really own the Blue
should
Jays.
be
Like these
flawed.
Blue Jays.
I mean, you
got to
fire Roberts at this point.
I'm telling you, you have
are we
to.
waiting
Everybody. Yeah, fire the hitting coach.
He clearly does not have a pulse on this team.
No.
Wow.
And, what are you going to do?
I mean, just after a while, you hear the same voice over and over. You need a change.
You're in the basketball world. I guess it would be the Bulls, the most close to perfect team you've ever seen play. Anybody, like what season?
Those Warrior teams were pretty good.
Okay. I mean, I just wonder if the Dodgers are getting ready to pull off something like that. Like the most perfect season we've ever seen. Nothing
You know what
goes
was
wrong.
interesting, though? Like those Warrior teams. So the one that I want to say it was 2018. The first, was it the first or second Durant year?
Mm-hmm.
It was either the first or second one. They swept the Cavs. And it was definitely 18 because I was pregnant that year. And I remember really needing to be done. Like I was maybe 6.5 months along, and I was like, I need to.
You done with the season or pregnancy?
With the season, because I needed to get off the road. I was traveling, and I was like, I needed to stop flying in airports, and I needed to be done with that part. But I remember they swept, and that was their best year. That was the one. But there was always still some tension because Durant was not a perfect fit. He was just really good. Like, he didn't exactly fit their offense. He didn't exactly play the way they wanted to play. They kind of had to change how they played when Kevin was there.
He didn't seem to love the culture there either.
Yeah, he wasn't like the year they won 73. That was an amazing year, and they won playing the most pure version of their style. Then they lose in the playoffs.
They lost in the finals, yeah.
But so even with Durant there, like they would just blow people out because they were so much better than everyone.
Let me ask you something.
But it wasn't smooth.
You mentioned that he never felt quite comfortable there. Has he ever felt comfortable anywhere? Because it seems like everywhere he goes, he's obviously an amazing player, but there's always this disconnect with him and the city or the teammates or the coach, or so he always seems like he's displeased with something. And it's not the basketball always, because he's been on really good teams in a variety. He was good in Oklahoma City, really good in Golden State.
I think it's overgeneralizing. I think those early Oklahoma City teams he was great on.
Okay.
And like there was always a little like who's the alpha between him and Russ. There was always that. But that's sort of natural. They didn't have a distinct style. They just had three amazing players, and then they built the team around them, right? But I think he was very comfortable there. He really got connected with the city. Remember, he was like out walking the streets of Moore, Oklahoma after the tornado, and people loved him there. I think USA Basketball is where he's probably been the most comfortable.
Why is that his best fit?
Because they don't need him to be anything other than what he is, right? He just goes and plays. Like you got Krzyzewski's the coach, or you got now obviously the Steve Kerr was the coach, or whatever coach they've had, or Pop, just go play. Like they didn't need him to be anything other than.
Does he not want the
player.
leadership component of it all? That usually your best player has to assume that, whether he wants to do it or not.
Everything I've ever vibed from Durant,
right?
Like he's one of those guys that you hear a lot say, "I'm a hooper."
He is.
Well, he is, To me, I'm a hooper is code for I don't want to do anything but play basketball.
He's Slim Charles.
I do not want to do anything.
He's Slim Charles. Yeah, I'm not cut out for CEO stuff.
I do not want any. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You've not
You
seen
know
The
what?
Wire.
I'm kind of a Durant apologist. Like I really like him.
I like him
know
too.
him personally. Like
Is he
we've had a lot of deep conversations over the years. Like he's not afraid to go deep. He's an intellectually curious soul. Like he's not he's just not. His biggest problem is that he's always he's on Twitter and he likes the outside noise and that throws us off because you're just never going to be understood when you're sparring with people online. That's not the way to be understood.
None of this.
But I don't think I think he. I'm okay with him just being a hooper. Like he's great at that, and he does like in those big moments. He wants those big shots. Like I don't think anybody thinks he's a bad leader. He's just not. He's not that guy. He's not Chris Paul out there.
Here's the thing, though.
But
what you're talking about, though, at least to me, that's a great player, but it's not necessarily leader. Like to me, it seems like he stays away from anything leadership-wise that involves dealing with adversity.
I wouldn't say that. Listen, when he was in Brooklyn, do you know one of the hardest people on Ben Simmons was Kevin Durant? Like if he doesn't think that you're giving your all, he'll get up in your face. Like he will go and be confrontational. He's not afraid of that. He just kind of wants you to handle your business like he's handling his business. He doesn't. That's why the Steve Nash thing didn't work out because Steve was not confrontational enough. He kind of needs a strong leader as a coach or in that locker room.
That's sort of reinforcing what I think about.
Yeah, well, the reason he worked in Golden State is because Draymond's the leader of that team.
Yeah.
Steph Curry's not the leader of that team. Draymond is.
It's not for the problem. I think for Durant is what you're describing. Like leadership is not for everybody. It's hard. Like it's really hard to do, but it's also expected from somebody of Durant's stature. Like that's part of generally being the franchise face.
Marshall, my teammate, he was not our leader. Marshall didn't say a damn word. He didn't have to. He's not here for that. He's here to score. That's it.
But who was the leader?
The other guys, the guys we don't talk about. We had leadership. Marshall didn't want to do that.
Yeah, your best player doesn't always have to be your leader.
Absolutely not.
And like Steph Curry, when I say Steph wasn't the leader, I mean, of course he is their best player. He has leadership qualities. But in terms of like who's the loudest voice in that room, it's not Steve Kerr.
Sure.
It's Draymond Green or it was Andre Iguodala. Like those were the guys who were like in the huddle talking and bringing guys together and all those.
I just think it can be difficult. And look, maybe in the case of like someone like Golden State, they had enough culture established that it didn't matter. But I think generally it's looked for, particularly in the NBA where the rosters are so small and it's such a talent-driven league, it feels like something that you look for from your franchise faces.
I agree with you. Like to your point, DeMarco, like in football, I think you can have a Marshall Faulk type of guy who doesn't want to be a vocal leader like that. You got 50-some guys on the team. In basketball, you got 12 or 15. Like, and you're just going to gravitate towards the best guy, whether that best guy wants to be the center of the universe or not. And not that you can't have somebody like Draymond. Draymond's a perfect example for it. But the guy that's your best player is going to have to deal with some of that stuff, whether he wants it or not.
Yeah, I would say with Kevin, because whenever he wins, he's celebrated and it's all through context. So when your team is winning, they go, "Oh, he's so low maintenance."
Yeah,
right.
We never have to worry about him playing his all, or is he going to get back on defense? Like he is low maintenance because he's going to bring it every night, and he loves the game, and you never question his care factor. Like I'd say the same thing about James Harden, by the way.
Yeah.
I think James Harden, that guy loves to hoop. He loves it. Like
he's
that
another
dude,
guy that seems
he's
like
going to
he
be
doesn't want to
playing
deal
when
with
he's
adversity.
50 years old at the Drew League. Like that's going to be James.
Yeah.
Like he's going to be like,
Right. And look, this isn't me talking about their characters as people. Like,
right.
I've never gotten the impression that Kevin Durant is anything other than a really good person.
I just don't think it's your best player is not always going to be your leader.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's the opposite. He's the guy that shows up late. He's the guy that tests the coach's patience more than anyone.
But I don't think that's Durant either. I don't think he's late. I don't think he tests patience. I think it's just
he seems like a professional.
He's very professional, and he's also very. I just think it's all context. I actually think a lot of the negativity around him is the social media stuff, and the fact that he's changed teams several times. That's it.
You said you know him pretty. Why can't he just not look at the social media stuff? Why can't he just take it for what it is, which is a bunch of noise, a bunch of uneducated opinions, a bunch of people that are just trolling to get a reaction from him, and he gives them exactly what they want.
Or is he having fun with it?
He's having fun with it.
What does he do?
He likes it. You should watch the starting five on him. Okay. Watch that season. He talks a lot about it.
So when he puts the phone down, he's good. It doesn't linger in his brain.
I don't think so.
Okay.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, there's a whole much larger conversation to have about Durant, and one day somebody will write the definitive Kevin Durant story, probably after he's retired. I used to have long talks with every coach who's ever coached him about him.
Yeah.
He's so interesting.
He is interesting.
He's
very
interesting.
interesting.
And I remember even as a young player, like I appreciate Kevin and what he's given the game, because I think he has a sense of responsibility about the game. I really do. I think he cares about leaving it in a better place. I think he cares about being in there night in, night out.
For what it's worth, I think he has left it in a better place.
I do. I think like not a lot of people do. Like a lot of the new age stars don't necessarily have the same responsibility that he has. And like all the commercials he does, all the extra stuff off the court, even the media obligations. Like he won Sunday. We talked about that one time. That was one of our locker room conversations.
Yeah.
Like, you guys are gonna, people need to appreciate that I like stand here and talk to all you guys, which is true. I appreciate it.
I will actually give before we go, like a story.
I think he's
about
won
this.
that award. The one that
Reinforcing that. Years ago, I was writing a piece. I don't remember for who, but I was writing a profile about role players, and I wanted to write something about Nick Collison.
Yeah,
and the Thunder were in town playing either the Lakers or Clippers, and after Durant's scrum time, it was declared he's done. I wanted to talk to Durant about Collison, and I started to bring this up, and the Thunder people were like, "No, he's done," and Durant was like, "No, I'll talk about Nick."
Yeah,
he's like, "I'll absolutely," and gave me like 10 minutes.
Yeah, he's
like,
cool. Like
yeah,
I remember he was on the Thunder, and they would have shoot around at UCLA. I used to go to that all the time, and there were times where he would just sit there, and we would talk for 20 minutes about Kobe, or we'd talk about the Lakers, or we'd talk about just stuff in basketball, like. And the same thing, like the Thunder PR guy's like, he's done, and Kevin was like, he's just curious, like he wants to engage. He's a curious soul.
He seems intellectually curious, like you mentioned earlier. Like he gives real answers, which is pretty rare. Like usually it's autopilot answer number 26, autopilot answer number 44.
Yeah. What does he do when
thinks.
he's not playing hoop? Like he's
Video games.
He's not married.
No.
Like, video games? Does he hunt?
No.
I love that those are DeMarco's options.
You got to be
video games.
Why am I picturing Kevin Durant with the Elmer Fudd hat?
Why is he on the phone all the time? What else does he do?
But I will tell you this. I will say this about Durant. I also think had he played in a different era, in this non-social media era, if he would have played 20 years earlier, we'd have a completely different view of him.
Yeah.
Jordan era?
Totally different view. He'd be like a completely different public persona.
He is, it should be stated, a really,
I think he's like
really
the
great
player.
Honestly, do you think he's the greatest scorer of all time? I kind of do.
One of them.
He is maybe the most effortless scorer I've ever seen.
Yes.
I don't know if I've ever seen a scorer make scoring.
Because he won't pass LeBron or anybody because he's had too many injuries and played enough games. But he is so talented at 7 feet tall.
There's no weakness in his game as a scorer.
Dang it, I had another question for you.
Go ahead.
We got to go.
You can ask me off air. I'll tell you.
You know what? We do got to go. We do actually got to go.
We got plenty of time.
Andy gets it.
I got a question about AR.
I'm going to the Clipper game, so I'm going to drive down to Inglewood after this. So I'm not in a big
They
hurry.
play Thunder tonight, right?
They do.
Yeah.
And Kawhi's playing second night of back-to-back.
How about that?
Going to get to his
Stop the
65
presses.
games.
Do we still have
Get
presses?
to 65 games? Yeah, we do.
Yeah, okay.
They just print really early.
yeah.
Deadline's 8 o'clock.
Is it really? It sounds right.
like that,
I believe it. You could tell me 5:30 and I believe you.
All right, coming up next, DeMarco and Travis keeps it all going. 710 ESPN.
And it is the 15-minute mark right here on 710 ESPN. On the all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
The 15-minute mark on 710. Fueled by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
You know, in that time it took to hear your favorite takes and all that fun and frivolity, you could be pulling out with a fresh oil change. No waiting, no appointment, just in and out in about 15 minutes. Bam! So you've got more time for what matters. Visit SoCalOilChange.com.
In just 15 minutes, you can boost your vehicle's performance and save money while doing it. Visit SoCalOilChange.com now for value pack coupons and keep your car and your wallet running strong.
The 15-minute mark on 710, made possible by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.